Yeah, good morning. Big shout out to the UGC, Underground Click, Underground Community. Shout out to True Media. It's everybody that keeps it 100, staying true to who they are, and doing their part in this media, man. Y'all do me a favor, smash the like button as you come up in here and join this conversation. If you don't know, the UGC gets it in every morning, somewhere between 7 and 8 a.m. Central Time. Okay. And y'all take the time, go to my homepage, hit the channels tab, and subscribe to all my brothers in the UGC clique. Do that. If you subscribe to the UGC boxing channel, you need to be subscribed to everybody else in the UGC clique. But I appreciate y'all joining. Shout out to all the new subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get all the notifications when we go live and do the live, when we do live streams and when we upload content. Important topic today. We'll talk about Thurman versus Pacquiao. Looking doubtful. So we're going to get into that. And you know what? I was going to lay off this dude, Derrick James. But you know, it's so much footage circulating these interviews with Jermell, Tony Harrison. And I just really caught wave of the Derrick James interviews yesterday. And I gotta get this nigga some smoke, because this is not the first time that I've noticed this from this guy Derrick James, but it led to another part of the topic today called authenticity. Some niggas need to fucking look on Wikipedia, look in the dictionary, and understand what that shit means. You feel me? Because some niggas don't got it. Some niggas don't got it. Okay? That's what's so unique about this UGC. We're going to stay real with this shit. A lot of you niggas might not like the shit that we fucking say. But one thing you would not say is it's some fake shit. Oh, we going to keep it 100 over here. Once again, I said it before. Only real boxing fans over here. If you were fake, we don't need you here. Please unsubscribe. I'm going to lose subs along the way. And it's all good. Because I don't want no fakes. If you can't deal with the real shit, Control, Alt, Delete, eject. Abort mission. UGC ain't for you. But shout out to everybody coming in. Red Glove, Boxing Monster says, good morning, UGC, Boxing, and everyone in the chat. No Name Rose, good Friday morning, Black, UGC chat room. Yes, indeed. Boxing Monster says, Derrick James the GOAT. We're going to get into that. Most definitely. So in a few, I'm going to get the link out to my brothers so they can join the conversation. And so we can build, man. Because I'm just one individual. This ain't just about me. This platform is for the whole UGC clique. And some of them might disagree on some of the stuff I say. So that's why we have these debates. We get it in. But at the end of the day, it's all love. You know, you sensitive ass niggas, stay off. You niggas, you know, y'all can't deal with this shit over here. You know, because we get it in, we have heated debates, but we not in crying in press conferences and shit when niggas lose debates. Okay? We grown men. We take a loss, we learn from it, we bounce back. You did. But I'm gonna pull up this article, man. Pull up this article. Pull up this article so we can discuss what's going on with this Thurman Pacquiao. All right. Salute once again, man. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Everybody that always comes through showing major support. And everybody in the UGC. Yeah. So let's see. Manny Pacquiao doesn't plan to fight Keith Thurman in July despite rumors. This is according to, let's see, Bleacher Report. And there was a possibility that they were looking at the July 20th date. But as we know, Manny Pacquiao is a senator. He's working on his political duties before making the final decision. But at the same time, you know, I'm looking at the situation and Keith is kind of in limbo right now. You know, Keith need to get it together. He need to figure it out. And waiting around on Manny, when Manny is not going to guarantee you a fight, that's not the move, man. That's not the move. The last thing Keith needs right now is to be inactive. You know, he's had enough time being inactive, and he's in way too competitive of a division to be sitting back waiting on somebody else. That's not going to get it done. Both Manny and Keith fought in January. So we in May now. Y'all see how much time is slipping away? How quick time can pass, just like that. You know, of course, we know Keith is still undefeated, 29-0. Manny has definitely took some L's. You know, he definitely took some L's, but you know, a lot of people still give Manny a good chance if that fight happens. They give him a good chance if that fight happens because his experience. Manny Pacquiao has a lot of experience at the top level. He's already a legend in the sport. You know, his legacy is already intact. You know, no other person in the welterweight division can compete with his resume. It's not even close. You know, of course, if Terrence Bud Crawford retired, he could say that. Well, I've been undisputed. Manny hasn't, but still, you know, Manny has won in multiple weight classes. I believe 8. You know, 8, like 7 or 8-time champion, right? 8 different weight classes. So Manny Pacquiao, he's pretty much earned the right to cherry pick and choose who he want to fight. He ain't got nothing else to prove. But we know he is the WBA regular champion. He is the WBA regular champion. So with that being said, it will make more sense that if you still want to compete at the top level, that you just go ahead and face Keith Thurman, who has the super belt, WBA super belt, and you can go ahead and unify those, because that's the thing about it, man. That kind of messes up boxing. You got a lot of these interim belts and stuff like that, and some of these guys, man, be having this ego, and then you just an interim champion and shit. So if Manny Pacquiao wants to really get back to the top where he's respected as a real champion, go ahead and just fight Keith, you know, get that out the way. But we don't know what Manny gonna do. We don't know what Manny gonna do. Manny still, I mean, not only is Manny a legend in the sport, this guy shares the highest pay-per-view numbers with Floyd Mayweather. Somewhere over like 4.2, 4.3, something like that. It's over 4 million though. Over 4 million buys on pay-per-view. You know, Manny and Floyd did that. So this guy, man, he's like a lottery ticket. You know, if you fight this guy, you're gonna get a good payday for sure. And that's what concerns me about Keith. You know, Keith is so invested. I don't know if it's good for any of these guys to face Manny, because We already know the PBC is the money team. We know that. And what concerns me is that if Keith gets that fight, is he going to be ready to check out? You know, that's going to be so disappointing. If this guy just looks to fight Manny Pacquiao, he get a good payday, maybe fight one or two more fights, like a Danny Garcia or something like that, and don't live up to, the highest expectation, which is becoming one face, one name in the welterweight division, or at least attempting that. You know, this is why I've grown to dislike PBC fighters, the majority of them, because it's just all about the bag for these guys. All about the bag. That's all they care about. I'm not saying these guys can't care about how much money they're making and how much they had to struggle on the way up to the top level. Okay. I understand, get your money. But it seems like that's all they care about. They don't care about uh having a legitimate top level resume. You know, these guys, and Keith got a decent resume. Okay, Keith got a decent resume, but at this point in his career, is he still motivated to face the top guys like Errol, Sean, Crawford, maybe Danny again in the rematch? Maybe that one because it's about the money, you know. And it didn't seem like Keith was always that way. Keith was one of the few guys on the PBC side where he was like, you know what? I don't really want my fights on pay-per-view. I'd rather my fans watch me for free on, free television and things like that. So I respected him for that. And he was entertaining. He brought us excitement every time. It might be a fight where Keith might get rocked. He might rock somebody else. He might knock him out. But you just know when you watch Keith Thurman fight, it's going to be some excitement. And that's one thing that Keith does bring to that ring. He's gonna bring excitement, whether he's, getting his ass whooped on for a round or almost getting stopped, or him going in there swinging for the fences, showing speed, showing power, knocking guys out or knocking them down and doing what he do. He does bring excitement. But will this fight happen between Keith and Manny? It's just like when it comes to this PBC side, man, they be dragging their feet. They drag their feet on making these big fights happen. I'm just like, come on. The fights that fans really is be excited to see. Like I would be excited to see this fight. No, this is not a unification, but Keith is not ready for no damn unification. He been saying tune-ups, but this ain't really Manny ain't no tune-up. Matter of fact, Manny might tune his ass up. So it will be good to see where Manny is still skill wise and how he compares against a champion, the welterweight champion. Because we still got to give Keith his respect. If he's able to get in there and beat Keith, I mean, come on, man. We talking about Manny in a whole different type of way. Manny's legacy is already great, but if you get Keith on your resume, it's like, God damn. And same thing with Keith. If Keith was to get him on his resume, it's just like, okay. I mean, to be honest with you, it's like Keith is not going to get as much credit as to where, we'll say when Floyd beat him or Marquez beat him or something like that. But, just the mere fact that you beat Manny, that you could say that, I got a big payday and I got him on my resume. You feel me? But to be honest with you, man, I ain't trying to be a hater, but I wouldn't care if this nigga Keith don't get this fight because I don't trust Keith at this point. I think Keith is trying to almost looking for an exit. The walls are closing in on this nigga. It is. It's a situation where if this fight does get made, it looks like, Sean and Errol Spence looking like it's about to happen. And if this fight does get made, we talking about that WBC and IBF is unified. Okay. I've said this before. It ain't nowhere to run, nowhere to hide when that fight happens. The winner will be unified with the IBF and the WBC. And Keith Thurman, out of his own mouth, said that he would be willing to fight Errol Spence if there's 3 straps on the line. 3. Okay. So, and he said he wanted that WBC back. He said that that's his belt. You were the last unified welterweight champion of the world. So you need that get back. And if Errol gets that strap, that's how you got to get it from him. You got to come through him. So with that being said, this is going to put so much pressure on Keith. Fans is going to be flaming him like, bruh, you better get your ponytail ass in that motherfucking ring and fight Errol. Or Sean can get the upset, because we didn't wait long enough. We didn't wait long enough. So that's why I'm concerned about Keith Thurman in the sense that you stalling a little too long trying to wait on Manny. Manny doing the senator shit, and counting his money, I don't know how much it is, how much the difference is in currency when he converts that US dollars over to the Filipino currency. I don't know what that is. If it's like Madonna, when he went, he was like fucking king, taking them couple millions back to his home. That shit was a hell of a flip. So I don't know. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, like this fight might not happen between Thurman and Pacquiao. It's very doubtful. So I just wanted to address that because it's just like I said, they dragging their feet on this shit. Everybody was thinking that Pacquiao Thurman was gonna happen. It looks like hopefully Sean Porter Spence happens. I gotta go to BoxRec to see if it's official. That's when I start believing. When I see it updated on BoxRec, then that lets me know, like, okay, it's for sure, for sure. But you know what I mean? Let me get off this. Let me get to some other shit. Let me see what's going on in the chat real quick. Bread Glove, Boxing Monster. IOTV, what's up, my nigga? IOTV Boxing Talk. Y'all go subscribe to my nigga right there. Make sure you do that. And guess what, y'all? UGC popping off every night, man. So IOTBA holding it down for the UGC every evening. I say between like 5 and 8 Central Time. So y'all make sure y'all check him out, man. Red Glove Milton said Filipino pesos. So I don't know if that's if their currency is work. See, I got to figure out how that works. Charles D, what's up, bro? I'm gonna send a link out in a little bit, y'all. Brass Claw says Madonna ate all his millions. Yeah, that nigga tried to get back in shape, and that shit was like, it was a no-go. It was a no-go. Red Glove says I worked in the financial industry for 11 years. Oh, that's what's up, bro. We need solid niggas that's up on that financial tip. But look, man, let me get to this Derrick James shit. Let me get to this Derrick James shit because I was gonna let this go. I wasn't even gonna address him today. But like the day before yesterday, I seen the interviews of Jermell and Harrison, right? And then yesterday, I'm seeing the Derrick James shit, right? And I'm like, this is what bothers me because Derrick James, man, this guy, I had already stopped fucking with the dude or not even liking the dude because me, I don't like fake niggas. I don't like niggas that lie, bro. Like niggas don't have to. I don't understand niggas like that. This nigga has contradicted himself multiple times. Okay. And the first time that I seen him contradicting himself was when he was asked about testing with Errol Spence. And he started creating shit like, oh well, he's been doing since Olympics. He said some shit like, Errol pays for it himself. He does it himself. Now, that's not saying that Errol does anything, but the mere fact that you lied and said that he pays for it himself when USADA does not roll like that, because I did my research, I'm like, why would you flat out lie on camera, bro? And I heard through good sources that this nigga he acts a different way on camera than what he is, and when the camera not in his face. I'm like, nigga, just keep it 100, bro. So the question was asked to him. I saw the interview yesterday on about when if he watched the fight, and he said he just watched the fight the other day, just a few days ago, something like that. So you acting as if like, all real nonchalant, like you got this shit handled, or you acting like you just watched the fight. Nigga, stop fucking lying. Either you lying or nigga, you just not a good trainer and you can't help Jermell, bruh. You can't help Jermell. And niggas talking about you already been in training camp. How? How? What the fuck? What kind of training camp are you having? Not analyzing the previous fight so that you can come up with a better game plan for Jermell. Jermell looked fucking discouraged, man. Jermell looked like, oh shit, I don't even want to be here. God damn, man, I'm in a bad spot. When anytime you got Leonard Ellerby got to come over there as your hype man. Talk your shit, Jermell. You can do you do you. Don't matter if they don't like it. You talk your shit, Jermell. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Don't Floyd need some baby oil or something? Get your ass out of here. Somebody asked you to come over there and try to help Jermell. Yeah, thank you. It's like Jermell is being showing gratitude that this nigga Leonard Ellerby is trying to hype him up and tell him to keep talking this shit. No, the nigga needs some humble pie. He needs that shit. This is not the time for him to be talking his shit. Talking that shit is what got him in trouble in the first place. Damn. Looking like a soft Suge Knight. Sit your ass back somewhere. Derrick James need to stop fucking lying though. Nigga, you probably watched that video many times, and if you haven't, you's an arrogant ass trainer, nigga. You an arrogant ass nigga. If you're thinking just like Jermell, where you feel like it was a robbery and nigga, you gonna lose again. Your reputation is on the line. Getting up, sitting there talking all, like you all just, what I'm saying, on top of your game and shit. What happened to that in the first fight? You wasn't on top of shit. Train Jermell to not walk into straight rights and jabs. He needs some better head movement if you're gonna be coming in applying ineffective pressure. That's what it was, ineffective pressure. Work on Jermell ability to come forward effectively. Try that. Because that nigga's not looking. I mean, I could look at 3 or 4 different fights where Jermell does not fight good coming forward. Anytime he got to come after a nigga, he leaves himself open, comes in on a straight line, head not moving. He just there for the jab. Nigga, jab bait. He's jab bait. Yeah, he got a good jab himself, but when he got to come after somebody like a Tony Harrison, man, you're going to be eating jabs. You better learn how to watch some Tyson footage or something. Better learn some head movement. Oh, I think I watched the fight maybe one time. I mean, like, why you talk like that, bro? You just watched the fight for real? Shout out to my niggas IOTBA. Shout out to you know what I mean? Bruce fucking Vane. Great videos. Like, I fucks with real shit. Real thorough breakdowns. Niggas who can analyze, make the assessment, and what's what based on what you're looking at, based on what you analyzing. I don't know what the fuck Derrick James analyzing, but it sounds like he don't have no game plan for Tony Harrison. That's probably why he can't say shit. It seems like he don't even have a game plan. I don't see the confidence in Jermell, and Derrick James just look confused. He's doing on his line shit and authenticity, man. Niggas just, I don't know. I'm allergic to fake niggas though. Tell you that. I'm allergic to fake shit. Like somebody could be talking and this look like this nigga. Don't this nigga look like he always sleepy? Like Derrick James, did you get some rest, bro? The fuck? Do you understand what niggas asking you? Yeah, you know, just Oh, it's fight. Well, what can we do? You know, he's a good fighter. He's just real basic. What? Speak up. Fuck you talking about? You know? But when you talk about a nigga saying you holding the miss, oh, you speak clear then. You wake up. Damn. I can't stand that lying that shit though. That shit bothers me. No, I just watched the fight like maybe the other day. I only watched it like one time. What kind of trainer is you? If I'm a trainer, I'm watching footage on the opponent. That's the dumbest shit ever. Even if that was true, bro, don't say that. Don't say, yeah, I only watched it. I just barely watched it the other day. Nigga, I would have watched it immediately. I would have, as soon as we got to the dressing room after the first fight, I would have been watching shit. Like, nigga, what the fuck? The fuck was them judges looking at? Let me see. But you just now watched the fight. Jermell's in trouble, man. Just telling you, Jermell's in trouble. You know? And I, like I said before, I don't know if Derrick James is the right trainer to get Jermell focused for a nigga like Tony Harrison. That's my honest opinion. You know, shit, I don't have no bias and agendas. You know, I just tell that shit like it is. For my own opinion, I don't think that Derrick James is the right trainer to get Jermell in the right mind state for Tony Harrison. I mean, like I said yesterday, they didn't give this nigga so much fuel, bruh. That's the wrong one for that shit. Y'all done gave this nigga so much fuel to where now he got a reason to get in there and beat the brakes off you. Beat the peroxide out your head. All right, sent this link out to the fellas if they want to jump on. But let me send an email out too for Red. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta find this piece of paper with this email on it. Oh, you got it. My bad, y'all. I had to get this email. Let me get the homie on here real quick. Make sure y'all smash the like button if you haven't already. Salute to everybody in the chat. And let me get this sent out. Yeah, but this is gonna be moment of truth right here, man. This is the make or break fight right here for Jermell and Derrick James. Make or break. And going in there trying to look for the KO. He said that shit. Jermell was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm definitely going in there to look for the knockout. Like, come on, bro. That's not the right answer, bro. That was your problem the first fight. You went in there looking for the knockout. You know? You need to figure out how you gonna outbox this nigga, Tony Harrison. Figure out how you can do that. Cause I'm telling you, man, like, I'm not impressed by somebody who could just knock somebody out. I'm telling you, a midget can knock somebody out. They land right, they connect clean, but can you go the distance? Can you outthink your opponent? Oh, you want to link, bro? Okay, I'm about to bring you on right now. That's what impressed me. Can you come up with the right game plan? Like that's what I mean. Niggas would say shit like, guys is born fighters. Casuals say shit like that. This is called boxing. Tony Harrison was saying that it's an art, it's a science. Okay? Niggas don't understand shit like that. Let me see what y'all saying. Harrison's from the D. We ain't playing here. Charles a ho ho. Yeah, what's up, bro?
Man, y'all know how I do, man. It's your boy, Mr. 214, Mr. Undeniable. Mr. These boys can't fuck with me on my worst day. Word to my mother. Hey, first off, salute to my boy, Black Horseman, you understand me? Salute to the UGC Boxing Channel, you understand me? I see how my boy, Black Horseman, holding it down in the morning. Mr. IOTBA, we going to be holding it down in the evening with that UGC shit, IOTBA, and all that good shit, man. What's popping? I heard you
Yes,
talking
sir.
about first thing first, you was talking about Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao. Give me your assessment and breakdown on what you were saying.
I was saying in that, man, that fight is doubtful, man. There was an article published on Bleacher Report, and Manny Pacquiao, he doing his senator shit.
Yes, sir.
And like Keith is kind of waiting around to see if Manny gonna make that decision. And it's looking kind of doubtful, man, because it said that in the article that Manny let it be known that he's not really for sure, like he has not made that decision that he just gonna fight Keith. So we know that these guys both fought in January, and
Uh-huh.
if that fight don't happen, that's just so much time wasted. And we know with Keith, man, he don't need to be wasting no fucking time. We got hitters at the motherfucking welterweight division. We got Spence, Porter, Crawford, and them niggas is getting stronger and better. You know what I mean? And this guy waiting around for old Manny. If he don't get that fight, then what? You know what I'm saying? All that time wasted and shit. So I mean that fight is not official yet. You know what I mean? So my thing is, what the fuck is Keith Thurman gonna do? And then shit, the wheels is rolling on Spence and Porter side. Looks like that fight might happen August 3rd. So the pressure really gonna be on Keith if your boy Porter Spence get that strap, because Keith let it be known. He said out his mouth when he fight Spence, he wanted 3 belts on the line. So this is here it is. Here it is. The only flip side of it is he thought he was gonna have a WBC strap, and Spence was gonna have to come see him. You know what I mean, for them 2 straps. But now he gonna have to come see Spence looking like. So this nigga needs to get busy, man. He need to stay active. If Manny not gonna give him that work, he need to move on to the next, man. Because sitting on the couch, man, back eating and shit, hanging out in Tibet or whatever he do, that ain't gonna get him back. You know what I'm saying? Passionate and motivated in his welterweight division, because this shit is about to just leave him behind.
Only reason why I understand what Keith Thurman doing, but like you said, he gonna have to bite them bullets, is because he done put so much into this sport, right? He done put
Mm-hmm.
so much in this sport, and he done fought 2 of the top guys at the welterweight division already. That 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 that's still fighting, they're still on top. And a lot of them guys, they ain't even fought now one of them yet. So I understand in key position, he like shit. Uh, I done fought 2 of these guys when they was at their best, when I was at my best, all that good shit. So why wouldn't I wait on the fight with Manny Pacquiao? Even though I have been off 22 months shoulder surgery, I came back against Josecito Lopez. Why wouldn't I fight him though? Why wouldn't I wait on him? Because at the end of the day, Keith Thurman ain't a guy who wasn't trying to fight these guys before he got injured, because he was fighting them guys before he got injured. And if he hadn't been injured, I think we would have seen a lot more fights.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you got to understand, Keith Thurman done put his work in, man. He put
I
his
hear
work
you.
in, and I truly believe he do um, deserve that Pacquiao fight. Now, like, is Keith Thurman gonna have to bite some more bullets along the way? If this fight don't happen, absolutely. But like I said, I think he put himself in position to where he can wait. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody else in welterweight. I don't give a fuck who they are. Done did what he done did in welterweight, or could have the like his resume is just better than everybody else at welterweight, fam. So like I don't see it as bad as if he waiting on Pacquiao. Okay, let's just say if the Pacquiao fight don't go through, that's cool. It's other people out there to fight. You might not see him fight Danny Garcia, or Sean Porter, or Terrence Crawford. But I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's other competition out there he could fight. I feel like Keith Thurman done put himself in position where he earned it, fam. He earned the right to wait on Manny Pacquiao. No other welterweight have earned that. Not now one of them. But he earned the right that if he gonna wait on them, wait on them. But like you say, he fought in January, right?
Yeah,
Spence fought
March,
in March. Porter fought in like
March, a week apart
yeah,
from
March.
Spence. Yeah.
So the only thing that could be worrisome is like, okay, Sean Porter and them had they fight. You had your fight before them. They finna fight before you again. So,
Yeah.
but we got to take in the facts too, man. This dude coming off a 22-month layoff. We don't know how his elbow reacted. You know, they ain't gonna tell us all this shit. He just gonna be like, oh man, I felt great. I came back in here. We don't know how none of that other shit played out, but
Well, this I want to say too, like, that's what I also wanted to bring up too, because I mean, you brought the elbow, and he has been off a long time. Shout out to Red Glove who just came in too, bro.
shout
We're
out to
gonna get
Red
to you.
Glove.
What I was
What
gonna
up?
say is that, yeah, what's good, my bro? What I was gonna say was that, like, I'm just also concerned too that Keith is kind of looking for an exit. You feel me? Like, if he get that Manny fight, he might get a good ass bag from that. He gonna be comfortable, because that's my concern too about the PBC side, which is why I go so hard on them niggas, because I just feel like they all the money team, and it's just really all about the money. And if these niggas get enough money to where they comfortable enough, they gonna be out. They don't really care about legacy like that. Now, I'm not saying Keith ain't did what he did. I feel him. I feel you what you're saying. But as far as if this guy still plans on getting in those Super Bowl type fights, them top fights, like put it like this. If when I know you said that he's done more than everybody else in the welterweight division. I agree. I mean, of course, Pacquiao's done his shit, but he's over the hill. But if Spence beats Porter, to me, they've both fought two top welterweights, and I gotta put Errol above him. I gotta put Errol above Keith, because he'll beat Sean, who was holding the WBC strap. He beat Danny, who had the WBC strap, right? And when he beat Sean wasn't a champion. Sean was a challenger, you know. And he beat Danny though. He beat Danny for the WBC, and I think he beat Guerrero for the vacant super belt, the WBA. And now your boy Errol Spence, he beat Kell Brook for that legitimate IBF. He beat the legitimate IBF champion, not a vacant belt. And then if he beats Sean Porter, he just dethroned a top champion, a common opponent that Keith had. So I definitely got to put Spence in that spot. So that's why I'm just like, bro, he gonna have to start taking fights that's gonna, you know what I mean, prepare him for that level, nigga. Cause Spence is not gonna, you know what I mean. If he fuck around and fight Manny, is Manny gonna be a good fight to? Well, Manny is a southpaw, but like to me, I'm just looking at like, man, he needs to start preparing for that big fight, that PBC final level type fight, because I just don't know where his focus is at. If he's trying to be just focused on the bag, or if he actually still has intentions on facing the winner out of Errol and Sean.
But if we say that about Keith, let's say the same thing about Sean Porter, because just a couple of days ago he said, "Hey, hey, the fight everybody talking about me and Earl Spence, it ain't signed to deliver yet. I'm still trying to wait and see what Pacquiao gonna do." Sean Porter just said that, Black Horseman.
Mm. Damn, so that's the thing about it. Like, I mean, because I've been seeing that. I remember you said the other day, like when niggas start putting up these flyers and shit, like it looked like it's about to happen. But you're right. Like when I go to BoxRec, this shit ain't official yet, and that'd be concerning me. Like, damn, man. Like, yeah, we getting a lot of promo about this shit. A lot of niggas talking about it, but this fight ain't really made yet. So, I mean, I hope the fight get made, bro. But you're right. I gotta keep the same energy on that side as well, But I would say, as far as for Errol and Sean Porter's sake, like I said, I mean, do you think that Sean Errol is gonna take that fight? Is gonna make that fight happen? Because it seems like it's really the balls in Errol's court.
I think that fight will happen because at first I wanted Earl to make him starve. I wanted the Earl to starve Sean Porter at first. That's just because how nobody wanted to fight this guy. But
Mm-hmm.
now it seems like that fight is gonna happen. Everything I'm hearing around the city. You even heard a mid holder and Derrick James say it's it's gonna happen. So, when rumors go out like that and they start to get big time
Mm-hmm.
buzzing with everybody, people putting up posters and shit, that's how you know it's gonna get announced real soon.
Yeah, Red Glove.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, man. What's your thoughts, man? On the on the Thurman Pacquiao situation, with it being kind of doubtful. Do you think it's too much time kind of being wasted for Thurman waiting for Pacquiao? And then especially if Errol and Sean get it on, it's like, these guys are getting ready to have they will possibly have another fight before Thurman. And Thurman fought in January, and they fought in March. So like, do you think he's still motivated, man, to compete at the top level, and unify in the near future? Or do you think he just kind of like waiting around for Pacquiao, looking for the bag and the exit?
It's kind of hard to say, really. Uh, I've been known to be somewhat of a Thurman fan in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people even thought I was a fanboy, but really, um, I'm not feeling Thurman right now. Like his attitude and everything. But I can't just dismiss what he's done either. Like, because I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still a Thurman fan. Thurman's from my neck of the woods. When he fought Collazo, I was there.
Mm-hmm.
That just so happened to be the same night that Harrison took his first L against Willie Nelson. But back to Thurman.
Was that on
So
the fight card?
I've supported him out of my own pockets, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, th- I'm not one of these people who thought that his injuries was fake or anything like that. Like when he had the car accident with the airbag, I did some research on, like the impact of airbags, and
Mm-hmm.
I defended him on that. But when you're kind of holding up the division, I'm a boxing fan first, and that's really what has really um, changed my attitude toward Thurman. Is that it seems like this division has been held up as far as getting an undisputed champion. It we caught hell getting a unified champion in Keith Thurman, and then he ended up having to vacate because of his inactivity. Because if he
Mm-hmm.
didn't vacate, he was going to get stripped. I think he would have got stripped eventually.
Yeah.
So he became unified, but then that was almost all for nothing. When he vacated. So I'm kind of torn on this issue. It's like on one hand, I'm a fan of the man, and I want him to do great things. And I agree with ILTBA when he said that he earned that Pacquiao fight.
Mm-hmm.
I was a firm believer that Mayweather should have gave him his shot, but
Mm-hmm. Me
he's
too.
retired now. This is the next guy, the next big thing, best thing. And I would like to see him get that shot, but I understand where you're coming from because it's like, all right, what if he makes that money,
Mm-hmm.
win, lose, or draw? He's like, all right, I did what I wanted to do in the sport. I'm gonna go ahead and bow out at this point. We don't get to see the Spence fight. We don't get to
Yeah, but
see
hold up,
the
Red Glove. Red Glove, why would he do that? Okay, if you get that Manny Pacquiao fight, that's a lot of money. So think about Keith
mhm.
Thurman get that Manny Pacquiao fight. He beat Manny Pacquiao. That make his name even bigger, right?
Mhm.
Why wouldn't he want to go after Earl Spence when that's gonna be a big time fucking money fight, probably more than Pacquiao, fam?
No, I completely agree with you on that. I'm not saying this is what I think Thurman wants to do, but he's kind of exhibited signs of like losing the hunger.
Yeah, that's
So
what
I'd
I'm.
be lying. I'd be lying if I said that it wasn't a concern. I,
I know, but people get that confused talking about he lost his hunger. No, he didn't.
You don't think so? What makes
No,
you think that he hasn't though? Like, what is how's he?
no, this dude was injured for
Mhm.
22 months, elbow injury.
But you brought it
Like I
up
say,
again as
niggas on
if
here ain't
like
doctors,
it's
huh?
you brought it up again as if like it could still be an issue. So is he still injured or is he 100%
Well,
now?
no, bro. Listen, he came back and fought, fam. So we
Hmm.
know if he came back and fought that he was ready to fight. My thing is, we don't know. He wasn't in no real fight in 22 months. His defense wasn't the same. His accuracy and all that shit wasn't the same.
Hmm.
22 months, we don't know how this dude body reacted after the fight. So what I'm saying, I don't think a guy lost his hunger. You know, how can a guy lose his hunger when he making millions when he just started to like make millions and millions of dollars, fam?
Yeah, but we got some killers in the division, bro. Spence,
I know, but
Crawford.
people act like Thurman ain't no killer. Like we just dismissing him. Like I say, how is everybody just dismissing Keith Thurman, fam?
No, it's not dismissive, but you got to look at momentum. Who got more momentum than Crawford and Spence right now? Keith don't have. He ain't got that kind of momentum. I don't think he got that same type of drive and passion. He ain't even getting that kind of promo publicity. Like like remember it switched up from Spence and Keith Thurman as the big mega fight to where now it's Crawford and Spence. Niggas not even hardly checking for Keith.
Now
Like
that's
he's
that's
not even
because,
trying to.
bro, he was injured for 22 months. When you fade away for 22 months,
Yeah, but like
people forget
okay,
about what you used to be.
I done seen niggas have long ass layoffs, longer than 22 months, and they come back like, hold up, nigga. That's not y'all must have forgot. I'm that nigga. I'm whooping all of these niggas. Like he not even making noise like that. Like it just don't even. It's too peaceful. It's too quiet for me. And like I say, I'm a Thurman fan too. I think that Thurman is one of the most exciting fighters in the welterweight division. You already know when you watch a Keith Thurman fight, you're gonna get action. You're gonna see speed. You're gonna see power. You're gonna see combinations. And he gonna either get hurt or he gonna hurt his opponent. It's gonna be an exciting fight. He's giving us that. And I agree with you, Red Glove. I felt like Floyd should have gave him the fight. And I agree with y'all too that if anybody deserves it, it is Keith because Keith put in the most work. But it's all about, present day. I mean, I don't see him having that momentum. Like at least I'm not seeing it. So I'm just concerned that if this guy does get the Manny fight, is he going? I know you saying that that is going to be a bigger fight. If he gets the Manny Pacquiao fight, he can use that momentum to draw in a big fight, huge mega fight between him and Errol Spence, and I would love that. But I just don't know if that's where his focus is at. If he's just gonna be like, you know what, I'm comfortable. I got the beautiful wife at the house. You know what I'm saying? I got the money that I missed out on 22 months, and this is my biggest payday. I couldn't get the Floyd fight. I got the Manny fight. That's all I really wanted was the big jackpot fight, and now I'm out. So you just never
So
know,
let me
bro.
ask you this, Black Horseman.
Yeah,
Since Keith Thurman been there 22 months, what welterweights just done did anything in boxing?
none.
I'm just asking what welterweights have put themselves in position to where they did anything in boxing where we could really say they have overtook it. Ain't nobody done nothing. And I give you credit on this because you call PBC out for they bullshit, fam. Like I said, PBC is great financially for the fighters.
Yeah, you're right, right,
But
right.
but 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 is they great for boxing and boxing fans?
Nope,
Because
nah, I
goddamn,
don't
if you
think
got
so.
all these fighters and they ain't fighting each other, what the fuck?
Yep.
That's a goddamn shame, Black Horseman. Keith Thurman been out 22 months, and ain't now one of these welterweights then just overtook it and just fought each other like that, fam.
Yeah.
Earl ain't fought Porter or Garcia yet. I don't give a fuck if they talking about it. He ain't fought them yet. If it
Yeah.
wasn't for Keith Thurman, Sean Porter wouldn't even be a champion. I know Red Glove Militant say he dropped it because of inactivity. No, it wasn't because of that. He dropped it because he wasn't fully healed yet, fam, to come back. It ain't
Mm-hmm.
because of the inactivity. He was hurt. I know it probably sounds the same, but he was hurt. Cuz
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have dropped his belt if he wasn't hurt. Sean Porter, come on, is we looking at this dude as a real champion, or is we looking at him as having a silver belt? Because goddamn it, he didn't beat Keith Thurman for that belt.
Ooh.
I mean, I
He
can't
didn't beat.
argue with your
Hold on, hold on.
points.
That's just like Ken Norton. I don't know if y'all remember this when they gave Ken Norton the belt back in the day. It's missing my mind. My uncle always talks to me about that. They gave him the belt.
Oh,
You
from
know,
Ali
even though he
shit?
was classified as the champion, people was calling him a paper champion, fam,
Mm.
because he wasn't the real champion. Just like Sean Porter isn't the real champion. I don't give a fuck about him and Danny Garcia fighting for that WC belt. When he fought Keith Thurman, he lost.
That's facts, nigga. That's facts.
I mean, I can't argue. I can't argue with the. I mean, you make compelling points because I mean you're right. And I see what you're getting at now with the because at first when you were saying that he's been out for 22 months, I thought you were saying just give him his props and let him take his time. But I see what you're saying now. In 22 months and his inactivity, still none of these active guys have fought each other. And I really can't argue with that.
Nah, that's real shit. That,
I'm
I
just
ain't
like,
never
this is
heard
my thing
nobody
right here.
say.
I'm like, damn.
Go ahead.
I'm like, we'll shit on Keith Thurman. But why we ain't shitting on these other niggas or not even just these other niggas, PBC as a fucking homie. I give Black Wilson this credit. He stay consistent on them niggas. But why a lot of people ain't shitting on PBC? Because God damn it, Keith Thurman had to give his belt away, give his belt up for other two niggas to fight each other.
Hey,
Niggas,
correct. You
look, and this was fucked up about them niggas. Them niggas just didn't want to fight each other. It had to be something on the line. To show you the real heart.
Kind of breaking up,
them
bro.
and Sean. Huh?
You kind of breaking up in and out a little bit.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, I think he had a bad connection.
Yeah, he in a bad area or something.
He he should be a promoter.
Yeah,
Like
this
real
nigga the
talk.
truth, bro.
But he got a real point there. Like I mean, I still have that doubt in the back of my mind because what you said is still a very real possibility. Just because he's accomplished doesn't mean that he doesn't plan on making that money and leaving. I'm not saying that's what I think he's doing. I'm just it's a lot of times we don't know what these dudes are about until they do they do surprising shit all the time.
Yeah.
But he has a very valid point there. In 22 months that he was gone, one of these guys, like he may not be in the limelight where people are talking about him like they were before, like you said, but at the same time, as a boxing fan, we look at these guys' accomplishments, and in 22 months, these guys still ain't fought each other.
Yep. That's just facts, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. How much of that's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, Sean Porter, when you look on the WBC list, he's a champion. But he's the paper champion. He didn't beat Keith Thurman for that belt. Paper champion. In my eyes, I still look at Keith Thurman as the WBA and WBC world champion. I'm sorry.
I mean, really, what we saw is the better of Keith Thurman's leftovers fight each other for his vacant title. I mean, that's just what it is when you really look at it for what it is.
Damn.
I'm sorry, and it ain't no other way I'm gonna look at it. I look at Keith Thurman as still the WBA and WBC champion. I know Sean Porter and his daddy walking around with a WBC hat on and his and Sean Porter daddy walking with his WBC chain.
And trainer belt. Yeah.
That's paper shit. Keith Thurman is the real champion. If motherfuckers gonna say Tyson Fury is the lineal champion of the world still, nigga, Keith Thurman is still a WBA and WBC champion because nobody beat him for that.
Damn.
Even if Earl beat Sean Porter, Keith Thurman's still the WBA and WBC champion because until Earl beat him, then that's when you could say he really is that other belt has really been taken from Keith Thurman. Nobody took that belt.
So basically what you're saying, Corey, is that even if Errol Spence beat Sean Porter, he will still not get the credit as the legitimate unified champion until he comes through Keith.
No, I ain't saying he won't get the
We not
credit.
giving Keith no
But what I'm
passes,
saying
man.
is,
Uh-oh, Charles in the
what I'm
building.
saying is,
Going with it.
We not giving
look,
Keith no
look,
passes, brother.
look. What I'm saying, I ain't saying Earl won't get his credit, but what I'm saying is, I'm still looking at Keith Thurman as the WBA and WBC champion.
That's what I'm saying. So you that will make Errol the paper unified champ or some shit, like,
If I'm calling Sean Porter a paper champ,
damn,
right, with the silver belt, that's the belt Earl gonna have if he beat him. You know, on paper it'll say Earl is the IBF and WBC champion, but like I said, Sean Porter not the real champion, fam. He didn't beat Keith Thurman for that belt. That's all facts.
And like Red Glove said, man, like shit, Keith's leftovers had to fight for the belt that he vacated.
He vacated because they was gonna strip him. He holding the damn division up.
Yeah, that's.
How's he holding?
I mean,
because he was inactive, man. You keep giving him a pass.
Bro, he was
Yo,
hurt.
look, 22. Okay, 22 months. Yo, he fought
hurt.
Porter with that bullshit car accident. He said, I had whiplash. The only real injury he had.
No, he didn't. They postponed.
The only injury he had was the the bone spurs in the elbow, and he was looking good against Josito Lopez until that nigga started pressing him. Because after the first 5 rounds, Keith looked good. Nigga was moving, landing shots. You ain't see no effects of that elbow. Soon as Riverside started pressing, that nigga started getting on his bicycle. It was nothing wrong with Keith. He just had it just was a bad second half of the fight.
Like I said, bro, you 22 months outside the ring, not being in there in a real fight, fam. You think your stamina gonna be the same, Charles D? You think you're gonna be able to do everything the same? You think you're gonna be
well, the way he was talking, he made it seem he was talking. Keith Thurman was talking cash shit because he was calling he was calling Josito Lopez a light touch.
But Charles D, he keep one-time Thurman.
Yeah, he was calling him a light touch.
Thurman. I know, but he keep one-time Thurman. Why he ain't gonna talk his shit like he talk his shit?
Well, they're getting the ring and back it. You can't use that 22 months as an excuse, and then he don't show it after the second half of the fight, and then say it's the 22 months.
But look, we don't make excuses. We talk facts. Cuz was out for 22 months. That's a fact. And nobody getting back in the ring after 22 months gonna look the same. If
bullshit, Floyd Mayweather came back after 2 years and looked like he ain't fucking missed a beat against Marquez.
Stop it, bro. It wasn't no two. Floyd Mayweather was never hurt.
Hey, he still didn't miss a beat. He was still off for 2 years.
No, Floyd Mayweather wasn't hurt. Floyd Mayweather didn't have surgery, so don't make that example because that example is not valid, fam.
How isn't it? He had a layoff and came back and didn't miss a beat. He just wasn't injured.
Bro, he had a layoff. Bro, he didn't go through surgery, fam.
Dude, he had bone spurs. It wasn't like the nigga had to.
You see a lot of niggas take 14, 16 months off and come back. But they didn't have injuries. A lot of niggas who take 14 months, 15 months off, either they just want to rest or a nigga coming off a badass loss and they need to take a lot of time off.
All right.
Thurman was coming off of surgery, fam. It's a difference, Charles D.
I'm trying to think for a second who had an injury and came back and didn't miss a beat. Major.
But look, this is the thing right here. We ain't just talking about any injury.
No. I'm thinking of somebody who came off of something serious.
No. I know that. I'm just saying. But what I'm saying, I know what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, this is elbow. This is the arms he punched with. This is his money.
And he was punching just fine in the first 5 rounds. He was tagging Josito Lopez.
He's not saying he fought he's not saying he came back and was hurt, but what the point RTBA is making is after so much time off, you're not gonna come back in top form, bro. Like, despite what he was saying, like you can't expect a guy to be 100% vintage Keith, nigga. Like that's
okay, and I get that. That's cool. But then he said his first fight was going to be a light touch. That was Riverside. He said his second fight was going to be a light touch. And I can see where Spence is coming from because Pacquiao ain't no light touch, but you willing to take that fight and you won't take him.
Okay, hold up. Look, bro, Pacquiao ain't what the same he used to be. Did you see?
Yeah, but that's still not no light touch because say if he was fighting Pacquiao, he came back off that injury and Pacquiao had him hurt.
We know that Keith basically was saying that he's going to take however you want to slice it, light touch, tune up. He said he's gonna take 2 fights before even considering the top dog like Spence.
Exactly. And after Josito Lopez, he want to jump in with Manny. That's not a light touch.
It's not.
Hold up, this dude AOBZ say Parker had elbow surgery and fought AJ in like 2 months. Parker looked like shit in that fight too, didn't he? He looked like shit.
Yeah, but they ain't let him get close neither. That referee was on some bullshit. Because every time they tried to work on the inside, that nigga broke that shit up.
What I'm saying is, look, bro, I ain't making no excuses for Keith Thurman. You know, when Keith Thurman was talking all that shit the way he was talking before the injury, and then he started saying what he was saying, I told Keith Thurman he was going to have to bite them bullets. You know, did I expect Keith Thurman to be out for 22 months? I didn't expect him to be out for 22 months. But who am I?
Man, I wish he was in a better area, bro.
This dude who,
yeah, because I thought it was my phone.
Nah, you straight.
Is that better? How am I?
You good right now?
It sounds like you're good now, but it was chopping up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's.
He might have cut out again. While he's cut out,
no, I'm here.
All right,
I'm here.
I just want to say, ILTBA. I just want to give you props on keeping the same energy when you said that you would say that Errol Spence would be the paper unified champion. A lot of guys wouldn't do that. So we talk about keeping the same energy all the time, and I just wanted to commend you on doing that. But keep on with your points.
Yeah, but
shout out, bro.
And this is the thing right here with Keith Thurman. That's why I say he was gonna have to bite them bullets because of all the shit he was talking before he got injured, and then the stuff he started saying. But that still don't take the fact away that this dude had surgery, bro. Anytime you have surgery, I done seen a person going there for minor surgery, and then some bullshit happen to them, and they come out and they ain't right. So even if he had surgery, we got to take that in hand. We can't test this man metal and say he's run time or he don't got no nuts and shit like that, bro. Because when you have surgery, this I ain't talking about the motherfucker putting a Band-Aid on your arm because you got a cut. I'm talking motherfucker actually putting you to sleep. Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the motherfucker actually putting you to sleep. And you putting the faith in these motherfuckers to go in your arm. Come on, fam. He had real surgery. This wasn't putting a Band-Aid over a wound that you fell down and hit your elbow on and got a cut on.
They making points in the chat about different guys that had surgery because you was trying to think Charles D about guys that went through surgery. They said Parker. Okay, they said that somebody said Canelo had knee surgery and fought Triple G in a rematch.
Wait, didn't Andre Ward have one before he moved up to 75 or 70?
Lawrence just said Ward came off shoulder surgery after Dawson and came back and dominated an undefeated Edwin Rodriguez.
And can I say this right here about Ward? Before he came up to 175, how many fights he fight?
And didn't Loma come off surgery too?
Say it again.
I said, didn't Loma come off of surgery too? I mean, he ain't look spectacular, but he got shoulder. He still got him out of there though.
Yeah, he had like a torn rotator cuff or something.
So look, Charles D, you just made a point with Loma. He didn't look like.
Still got him out of there though. He didn't struggle. Got him out of there.
No, he did get him out of there, but he didn't look like the Loma that we seen. Look, he even got knocked down in that fight, fam. Look, and everybody started saying,
"Wait, was that after or before?"
No, that was
after the surgery.
After the surgery, he came back like
he got knocked down after the surgery.
He got knocked down by
Linares.
What's that
motherfucker? That's a good point there. He didn't look. Are you talking about Linares then?
Yeah, Linares.
Yeah, Jorge Linares.
Linares knocked him down, fam.
But he still got him out of there.
I know. No,
he look good though. That is true.
No, but that's just how special that Lomachenko is. We look at Lomachenko as a more high-rated fighter than Keith Thurman.
How? I fucking hate Loma.
No, you can hate him all you can hate him all you want to.
You got to break that down, Corey. How do you rate him higher? What do you mean, just as far as
like? What's the difference? They both high quality fighters.
You got to let the fans know, bro.
Loma is ranked ahead of a lot of niggas.
That he shouldn't be. Fact.
How he shouldn't be.
Hey,
fam?
Look, he lost to a beer thief. He ain't won back.
Stop that, fam. Stop.
Let's get our facts together because I think he got injured in that fight. That wasn't the fight that he fought with the Lomo, because
that's when he came back. That was his fight. That's the fight when he came back after his surgery.
Fam. No, he had surgery, then he came back and fought, I believe, Pedraza. Yeah,
it was Linares because Pedraza didn't knock him down.
It was Linares, fam.
But y'all saying that he had surgery, then he fought Linares. No, he had surgery and he fought Pedraza.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Because that's why remember he was supposed
I'm not sure about that, fam.
I'm not by my computer. I can't look it up.
What's the other guy that had the belt that Pedraza beat? Lomachenko was supposed to fight him, but that got postponed because of the surgery.
Beltran.
And then I remember that because I remember I covered that shit. So Pedraza ended up beating Beltran, and then because that was when he had his surgery shit, and then he ended up coming back and then he fought Pedraza because Pedraza beat Beltran. But I felt like at that time I was like, you know what? After coming off the tough fight with Linares, I felt like Lomo was kind of ducking Beltran because he didn't want to jump right into another tough fight. And then Pedraza ended up beating his ass. And then I'm like, okay, well, getting ready to fight Pedraza after this surgery shit, you know? So yeah, that was after the Linares fight. He had surgery. That wasn't before.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just had to get our facts together.
Okay.
Right. So I mean, he had some moments in the Pedraza.
No, hold on. Okay, no. Hold on. Linares did knock him down, but hold up, he did come back and dominate. Who did he have a tough fight?
He didn't dominate Pedraza. Pedraza gave him problems. He got him out of there, but Pedraza was giving him problems.
I think the 12th round, 11th to 12th
round.
Yeah,
stopped. I think he stopped it with a body shot.
Yeah, something like that. It was a tough fight though. It was a tough little fight. His face was fucked up, but that Matrix shit was pretty much kind of non-existent.
Yeah, it didn't exist in that fight.
Yeah, that Matrix was gone. So I mean, the surgery took the
angle, the angles and the footwork wasn't there.
Yeah, it wasn't there. So he didn't look that great.
Look at the angles and the footwork now. Again,
but he got him out of there.
Back to, but look at Lomo now. Back to regular scheduled programming. And when you talk about a Burt fighter, Charles D, stop it, fam.
I couldn't hear. What he said?
He said, Charles D, stop it.
Stop it, because see, that's what I don't understand why niggas ain't giving Lomachenko more.
Why am I getting credit before he got beat by a beer thief?
Okay, well, let me get my point out, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because goddamn, Lomachenko came in that fight against a motherfucker who had fought over 40 goddamn pro fights. And niggas ain't saying that Lomachenko was 1-0 when he took that goddamn fight.
He chose that fight.
I don't give a fuck. He was 1-0, nigga. That was some unprecedented shit that we ever seen. And at the end of the day, what that Burt thief do? He came in overweight. That motherfucker was dirty as fuck.
Hey, you do what you gotta do to keep the W, nigga.
Look, but what I'm saying is, fam, and a lot of people were saying Lomachenko won that fight. A lot of people didn't want Lomachenko to win that fight because they were like, who is this arrogant ass dude coming in 1-0 thinking he could fight for a title? Come on, man, give him his credit, fam. His resume better than any welterweight in the division.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
All right, who resume better than Lomachenko? And
Keith arguably got the best.
Bro. You kind of choppy again, though. What's your question?
All right, who resume is
Keith
better than
Porter? Arguably got a better resume than him.
Better than Lomos, bro.
Okay, give me Keith.
All right, Diego Chavez, Guerrero, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter,
Collazo.
Let's see.
How many champions you have?
Jesus Soto's Carras.
He's only got 2 titles.
What's your question?
He said how many champions?
No. Go ahead. My bad. Keep going.
Ricky,
so
Ricky,
all right. So
Riverside Rocky. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, man. I mean, you trying to compare him to.
So we saying because he fought more fights.
Not just that. I mean, you saying that if you look at Lomo, who's his best win? Gary Russell, right?
Who?
Gary Russell. That's his best win, I think.
We got Gary Russell, who was undefeated. We got Rigondeaux, who he fucking made.
He made him come up.
He made him come up too.
No, bro, man, stop that. He didn't make him do shit.
All right, we'll give him credit, but we
no. He didn't make Rigondeaux do shit because anybody on Instagram, if anybody on Instagram and you was watching Instagram, Rigondeaux fucking ridiculed this dude every goddamn day. Every day Rigondeaux was putting up posts.
So Gary Russell, Rigondeaux, what's the guy, the Jamaican guy?
Nicholas Walters.
Nicholas Walters.
We know the situation. Okay, Nicholas
Walters.
But
look, made him quit. But look, this one. No, my bad. No.
He didn't fight Donaire. Rigo fought Donaire.
Rigo fought him. Yeah, that's right.
And Nicholas Walters beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. He beat the brakes off. He beat the brakes off.
And wasn't that before Lomachenko fight, right?
Huh?
That was before the Lomachenko
Yeah, that was
fight.
before Reek. That was
and then
before.
look at Nonito now. He's a champion again.
Yeah, but look. This is what we're talking about. Keith,
but he went down in weight.
Keith was beating guys in the welterweight division, like legitimate welterweights, taking their O's away from them, a lot of them. You know what I mean? Beating guys, and you know what I'm saying, when they had a lot of momentum. You know, so you know, I don't know if we want to say that Lomachenko had a better resume than Keith. Whereas a lot of his wins, you could just say, well, these guys was at disadvantage. These guys did have to, you know, was on the shelf. Like, you know, the Nicholas Walter situation. A lot of niggas said that shit was fucked up. I get
he
it.
Was inactive as hell and took that fight.
Yeah, they said they just kind of.
Man, stop. No, stop it. Hold on, let me give y'all the facts on that Nicholas Walter. Don't say he was inactive. This stupid ass dude turned down the fight for the same amount of money he got when he took the fight. They offered this stupid ass dude $500,000 to take that fight before. This stupid ass dude thought he was bigger than that fucking $500,000, and he the one held that thought, thinking he was gonna get more money, and end up taking the same exact fucking amount. Nicholas Walters brought that shit on to his goddamn self.
Okay, well.
That's all facts. Look it up. All facts. That motherfucker turned down $500,000, the first offer, fam, because this nigga thought he was worth more than that. He actually thought he was bigger than $500,000. And then months later, he take the same exact goddamn money. Come on, fam.
I mean, that's cool. That's good facts, but I just don't know if I can say he got a better resume than Keith, man. I think Keith can fought a lot of more tougher competition, you know, top guys, and pretty much his own. Go ahead.
Have Keith Thurman made a pound for pound? A nigga who was top 5 pound for pound?
Well, look, this is what I want to say about that. I mean, Keith only fought in one weight class. So when we talking about pound for pound, we talking about comparing him to Loma. Loma done it in multiple weight classes. So
no, but what I'm saying, I know that, but what I'm saying, do he got a fight on his resume where he made a pound for pound nigga quit?
And you know,
undefeated pound for pound.
Nah.
Nigga quit.
And just to add to ILTBA's point, like Nicholas Walters, yeah, he was inactive, but guess what? He's still inactive today. Like he hasn't had a fight since he lost to Loma. So, I mean, just because you take a loss don't mean that you can't get back in there. So, like, at the end of the day, is his inactivity Loma's fault? It's not. I mean, it's Nicholas Walters' fault because he lost and still ain't fought till today.
Symptoms. Yeah, he emotional. He emotional about that loss, man. Some niggas can't deal with the loss. You know what I mean? Same way.
No, it wasn't about the loss.
Mentally ain't built for it.
It wasn't about him losing. It was about him fucking quitting and making up them bullshit ass excuses. Nigga, we real as boxing fans, nigga. He was called. Can y'all hear me? He was calling himself the Axe Man, doing that fucking stupid ass act.
Nah, he asked
and look, because of his fucking pride. But not even pride. This motherfucker quit. Look, in anything I do, if I'm a boxer fan, I'd rather get knocked the fuck out than quit. That's the worst thing
man,
you can do.
For real.
Come on, bro. And you got to understand, he's from a town in Jamaica. You know, they probably hate fucking quitters. Like, you know how you go to them other towns and like what they be saying, you failed our country, you know, doing some quitting shit like that. Come on, fam. Let's get Lomachenko quitted. He make top niggas quit. He make top niggas look like amateurs. Like, bro, look, when he fought Gary Russell Jr., nigga, I thought that was a fight right there. I thought that was gonna be a fight. Gary Russell Jr. is a top fighter. And 5 years ago when he fought him was a top fighter in the division. One of the quickest and still probably the quickest puncher in boxing. He made him look like a fucking
That's why I said that's his best win. That's why I said it's his best win.
Woo.
You know. He has some other good wins too, but I feel like that the Gary Russell fight was his best win because Gary Russell had so much momentum at that time. Like, he almost looked like he was unbeatable.
Yeah, that Gary Russell, the way he beat Gary Russell, let us know that Lomachenko
was here.
As for real as it gets.
That let us know, like, yeah, this nigga's arrived, nigga. You know, scratch the loss. The loss, he's over that beard, you know, the beard nigga beating his ass. He's on another level now, you know. And since
Oh man, say Black Horseman, I got to give you your credit, man. Can you please say give people the breakdown, everybody who went on here listening again, about the second point you made about Derrick
Yeah,
James?
man. I just think that he a lying ass nigga, bro. Like to me, it's just like this. Like either you lying, bro, or you just got too much. Like you too arrogant to accept. Like him and Jermell got the same mentality. Like y'all both in denial about the first fight. And as a trainer, if I'm a trainer, I'm gonna make sure that I'm nigga. As soon as the fight was over the first time, I'm in the dressing room watching the shit again. Like nigga, what the fuck was these judges looking at? You know, and niggas talking about they've been in training camp this whole time, and you just watched the fight the other day. What kind of game plan are you coming up with if you're not analyzing the tape from the first fight so that you can prepare a better game plan? You know what I mean? And out of Jermell Charlo's mouth, he talking about they asked him, you know, I mean, they asked him the question like, so are you gonna try to fight harder, push for the knockout? Yes, I'm most definitely gonna push for the knockout. That's what got your ass in trouble the first fight. Like what?
And they said they didn't even watch the fucking fight.
So if he's saying this, that means that that's what y'all preparing for. You and Derrick James, y'all game plan is go in there and knock out Tony Harrison. You know what I mean? And if that doesn't happen, we're gonna see the same result. We're gonna see the same result. I think that they pretty much have already accepted the fact that what it's telling me that y'all can't outbox Tony Harrison. You can't come up with a game plan to outbox Tony Harrison. Your only chance of winning this fight is by knockout. So at the end of the day, only thing I can say he can do now is work on some better head movement because I mean this nigga is jab bait. That nigga comes in, don't have no head movement, and he's eating jabs like it's motherfucking brunch. You know what I mean? And so them jabs and them straight right counters is gonna be there all night for his ass. But I think it's gonna be worse because his game plan is expecting, he probably thinking Harrison gonna be on the outside moving. I honestly think Tony Harrison gonna be coming to him in this fight and putting that pressure on him, taking away what the little success that he was having in the first fight, which was coming forward in certain spots and combinations. But let's see if Jermell can resort to what he used to do, which is fighting on the back foot. He used to know how to box really good. So let's make Jermell go, you know what I'm saying?
But you made another point about that. What'd you say? That his coach took him?
Well, let me see. The other point I made about this guy, like,
he used to be a boxer. Or
you say he used to be a boxer.
That's what you said.
Yeah, Derrick James was a fighter. Got knocked out a few times.
Yeah, somebody said they went on Box Rec, and they said that this nigga got so many goddamn knockouts. They stopped looking down the list like he just been knocked out so many times. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't even check out his record and everything like that, but I just feel like this dude, man, you know,
punching bag.
Was he? For real?
You know how many times that nigga got knocked out, man?
Nah, I never looked him up.
Who y'all talking about? Who you talking about, Red Glove?
That's Charles D.
Oh no, that's me. I'm talking about Derrick James.
Oh, Charles D. Who you talking about,
Derrick
Charles
James.
D?
It's bad like that, bro.
How many times?
Look on BoxRec.
Man, and then it just be like in interviews. I mean, it almost seemed like he may have been knocked out quite a few times because when he's in interviews and shit, I'm like, is this nigga sleepy or?
So is that why he's reduced? Is that why he's reduced to holding the mitts?
Yo, I saw that video, man. I was laughing. He was like, "Yeah, that's all I do, right? I hold the mitts. I hold the mitts, right? That's all the trainer does, right? I hold mitts. That's part of it."
You do because you being knocked out all them times, apparently.
Yo, he fell asleep during that press conference. I don't go fuck with nobody say that nigga fell asleep in the chair.
Wow. He was there like just spaced out. Like
that nigga, that's another space cadet. I told you that nigga fell asleep during that fucking conference. That nigga was just sitting there and trying to look like he was in timeout. And Harrison was sitting there just talking A1 shit, and he's sitting there snoring or some shit. Nigga ain't had shit to say. Nigga ain't try to defend his fighter. He ain't do shit.
Man, I swear, like, bro, like this nigga was damn near falling asleep standing up until he seen that nigga Tony Harrison back Jermell Charlo up like 3 or 4 steps, and he had to break that shit up.
Yeah, he had to snap the fuck out of it.
Yeah, but it saved this nigga.
Oh shit. Where's my towel?
Say, but look, another point you said too about him not watching the fight. You broke that down, Black Horse.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like it to me, like I just think he lying, bro, or he just don't want to admit the fact that, like, you know what I mean, you gotta rearrange and change what you did or what you didn't do in the first fight, because that's also a reflection on him as a trainer. You know what I mean? And I just think he's a little too arrogant to admit the fact that, you know what, we didn't have the right game plan the first go round. So he gonna kind of just push this whole narrative that we was robbed. Like, nigga, that ain't gonna win you the rematch, bro. That ain't gonna win you the rematch. He should just been honest, like, you know what, I did watch some tape, and there's some things that we can work on that we need to change up. It was just like he wasn't even really answering these questions like that. Like, he was just like, well, you know, ain't really much we can do. Apparently I just hold the mitts. Like, nigga, what about the fight, bro? I know a little niggas in their head, but you need to get focused. Jermell needs you, bro.
Say, Charles D, that nigga got me on his mind too much. Nigga, you supposed to be concentrating on your goddamn world, your former world champion, and getting him the belt back. You talking about niggas saying you can hold the mitts, nigga. You see niggas saying you can hold the mitts, but you just watched the fight now, before you landed in LA. But you been watching niggas say that you just hold the mitts.
This nigga been watching more fights than he been watching the replay of the Harrison fight, trying to figure out where the fuck shit went wrong. This nigga commenting on everybody else's fight but his own fighter's shit.
This nigga's in the search engine on YouTube looking at seeing who putting videos up on him more than when he should be looking at the footage of the first fight. You know what I mean? So
that's why I don't think they making no adjustments, man.
Tony Harrison is in Jermell's head. YouTube is in motherfucking Derrick James' head. That's what that shit is. That shit's already checkmate.
From the shit that I'm hearing from all these interviews, like on Fight Hype and all that shit, I watched about 4 or 5 of them shits yesterday. Not once did any one of them motherfuckers mention adjustments. Just all you heard was, I was robbed. Everybody know I was robbed. I'm just gonna come in. I'm gonna get my belt back. How you gonna get it back? Niggas is asking you what you gonna do different, and this nigga's just, I was robbed. Like, oh, come on, man, go the fuck on with that shit. That's why I was laughing when Harrison was like, nigga, it was a Lions only card, motherfucker. It was your event, motherfucker. How you get robbed at your event? 12 rounds of boxing, nigga.
And I was saying this on my on my show yesterday. You know how when Mike Tyson fought Buster Douglas, and you know Evander Holyfield was there, right? Because if Tyson would have beat Buster Douglas, then that was gonna be the big money fight. And what Buster Douglas do? He fucked up the money, just like Tony Harrison fucked up the money because Jermell Charlo and Jared Hurd was supposed to be that big fight, and Harrison came and fucked up the money, fam. And not only did he fucked up the money, like he say, bro, you heard Jermell Charlo in interviews talking about, I thought we was on Fox. Don't you? You're not supposed to
breaking up again, like bro.
I wasn't talking. Huh? Hold up. Can y'all hear me now? Because I got to get this point off. Can you hear me?
It was still cutting in and out.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Is that better? Okay, so look. You heard Jermell Charlo doing the interview yesterday. I don't know what site it was on. He talking about, did you hear how the guy was cussing and talking loud? We on Fox TV. I don't cuss. I wasn't talking loud. Nigga, did you forget who the fuck you are? Or what the fuck you been doing? Now, look, that's why I tell you, bro. When Tony Harrison say he mentally broke. When he said he broke Jermell Charlo, he broke him. Because how this nigga gonna get on there and say, did you hear him cursing? I thought we was on Fox.
Right. He said, I didn't even know you was allowed to do that. Like, nigga, what?
What?
Where did he go, George? How you say?
Where did he go?
What happened to the real Jermell? What happened to that nigga? He out of here. He checked out.
Told you that nigga, that nigga out to lunch right now.
Yeah.
And like, and look, this is just real shit. For Derrick James to say he ain't watched that fight until they landed, bro.
Man.
Bro, that's irresponsible of him as a trainer, fam.
Either way, it's bad.
That's irresponsible as a motherfucker.
Or you irresponsible. Either way, like, that shit is just not a good look for Jermell.
What is he trying to? What's he trying to make himself look like? Do you think you this super trainer?
That's what it is, bro.
Nigga, because Bruce fucking Vain
trying to look like a Mayweather.
Yeah. I'm like, who the fuck do this nigga think he is?
Yeah, we're gonna find out. I'm telling you, man, you better start taking this shit serious, bro. Because look, you know, this nigga, man, this is a reflection on him too. You know, like you said, bro, I agree with you 100% when you said out TBA that Errol's just special. He's a different guy.
Yeah.
And Errol proved to me in that Mikey fight that the nigga can box. Okay, he don't have to rely on power. Can Jermell get back to boxing and not just rely on power? Because all he told me in these interviews that I watched is knockout. He's looking for the knockout.
That's all he going for. It's gonna be the same fucking result as the first fight, and Harrison ain't got to switch up shit. If anything, Harrison's gonna go at him earlier.
Nigga, I think nigga Tony Harrison gonna be coming in that nigga with that hot shit early. Like, fuck that, nigga. Like, you know, and then it's personal. He got more fuel now. Like, it was so much respect he had for the nigga just for the opportunity just to fight for the belt. You know, now the nigga running the fade back right back. No problem.
And he on some sucker shit too. Because Charlo, like, if I win, you ain't getting a shot back. Who does that sucker shit?
Come on, man. Lions only. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about?
That's some sucker shit. He running the fade back right with you.
Won the first time.
And you can't give him that respect and run it right back. If he lose, give him a shot back.
Yeah, man.
But these niggas want us to respect niggas like this.
Man. Yeah.
They want us to respect niggas who say shit like that. How fucking like how the fuck does that make him look? Like look, I told people like this. If he look, he ain't get. Don't nobody got no sympathy for a nigga like you, fam. A nigga like you who been as bravado and talking shit and dissing other fighters as you have. He think we got he the people's champ. Nigga, when did you become the people's champ?
Stop.
He became the people's champ when he physically lost that strap, nigga.
You with the people now.
I ain't got Sophie no more. Fuck that. I'm the Rock. I'm the people's champ. They know who won the fight. I was robbed.
Now you want to get all politically. I didn't even know we can cuss. Nigga, stop. Stop. You know, listen.
But I don't get that. I just don't get his coach either. Like Derrick James. Like you a trainer, fam. You know, you don't supposed to be feeding into this media shit, fam. You supposed to be better than that. You made it to a level that a lot of people ain't made it to. And for you to be feeding into this media stuff, that just show where you're at. You know, that just show where you're at. It's more like I told you. This guy, it's like he wants to be a celebrity more than he actually wants to be.
I agree with that.
And he was criticizing Charlo about fucking adversity. He's like, you don't know how to handle it, man. That's whole shit, nigga. You a little ass boy.
Bias just said in the chat, and I remember when Tony Harrison said that shit. He said when Charlo said, I said he won. He said we got to go and the question who raised his hoe because that's some whole shit. Yeah, he's talking about like I need to have a conversation with his parents or something. Figure out who raised this nigga. That shit crazy, bro.
Yo, that whole conference had me crying.
Bro, I was dead, bro. Look, bro, I watched that shit like 50 times, bro. I'm still watching that shit, bro. That nigga say you was a motherfucking cornball. He said Lions. How's niggas who
co-signing
Lions only following this cornball?
He said who's following this whole shit?
Yeah,
nigga, straight son.
And look, you know, some real shit.
Sitting there with his hands in his legs, looking like he was sent to his room and shit. Like, shut the fuck up.
You know some real shit. Jermell Charlo, if he because like you said, a lot of people say he won that fight. I don't know what the fuck they was watching, but a lot of people say he won that fight. If he really wanted for people to have sympathy for him, nigga, you should have came on there as soon as you got to the podium. Hey, Tony, man, congratulations on winning the WBC belt. I apologize for everything that happened in the after effects after you won the belt. And you
I was in my feelings
to enjoy your moment, you know. So I want the world to know I sincerely apologize for ruining your moment. Even though I still think I won the fight, but I do apologize to you for ruining. If he would have came out and took an approach like that, fam, that would have made niggas look at him different.
Right.
But he came out with this tough guy shit. And like, nigga looking at him like, nigga, who's scared? He's like, who the fuck is scared of you? He's like, nigga, he's like where I'm at, man, this nigga go at it any time.
Yeah, you can't come with that tough guy shit when after you lost, you was crying like Tyree. So what more do you want from me?
I knew It's
Oh,
I knew
yeah.
you was a soft ass nigga when you start crying like a bitch.
Black, that single's for Jermell, nigga. That single's for Charlo, nigga. Sing that shit to that nigga. This L is for you.
Nigga said, I only play games because I ain't losing. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Harrison was like, you don't play games because you don't like losing? What kind of whole shit is this?
Yeah, man.
He was sunning this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Say, bro, he mentally fucked Jermell. Did you see how Charlo was looking at him while he was talking? Like, he couldn't do nothing but smile and
man.
somebody, I stopped liking your ass today. I stopped liking your ass. Nigga, please. Nigga, you been hating him for months now, nigga.
Yeah, bro. He that was bro. And then like I said, you see the interviews and stuff, because I seen other interviews come out like Pheno Boxing and I think Behind the Gloves and shit. I'm just like, man, this look like a whole different Jermell right here. You can just tell like that nigga all the way in his head. Like you can hear one of the interviews, you know, they was getting interviewed at the same time on different sides of the room. You can hear Tony Harrison, and you can just tell like he couldn't even really focus on the questions that was being asked to him because he could hear Tony Harrison's voice and shit. I'm like, man, this nigga, man, is checked out. He already mentally checked out. And then when you hear what Derrick James saying in interviews, I'm like, man, y'all niggas, I give you guys a slim chance to win the fucking fight. Slim chance, you know. Like, and I don't, like I said, I don't think Derrick James is the type of person that can get him in the right mentality, man. Like, it's also a testament to the character of Derrick James. Can Derrick James deal with the loss? It ain't just about Jermell. This is a team. You feel me? That's why I say I had brought up that point too. Like, niggas act like this is just about Jermell. You know, if it's a football team and it's Belichick and the Patriots, if the Patriots lose, they all lose. Belichick and the team. You know, he the coach. So the coach got to be able to come up with the right game plan, call the right plays to get the victory. If not, y'all both lost. The whole team lost, you know. So if you did holding the mitts, nigga, well, you should have been doing something else other than holding the mitts, nigga. You know. And it's one thing to get a nigga prepared in training camp, but it take a special type of nigga in that corner to tell you the right shit round by round. So you can make proper adjustments. And the key word is adjustments. I don't know if these niggas can make adjustments against Tony Harrison. Let's see what the niggas talking about. Unbiased says Harrison said y'all ain't never going to catch me saying I ain't playing Madden or 2K because I lost a fight. This dude a hoe. Red Glove says I have said we don't like how he carries himself and his attitude towards the rematch. Let's see. Yeah, man. So, you know, and I just feel like, man, you know, this dude just need to just keep it real, bro. Keep it real. You know, like I say, I didn't caught this nigga Derrick James in many contradictions, man. That's what made me do it. Just like, you know, I don't fuck with this dude because if you can't just keep it real, and it's just like, shout out to Angel Santos. He said this a little earlier in the chat. He says, yo, real talk, the Charlos only turn up for the cameras. It's all an act. It's like eventually, man, niggas realize that, you know what? All right, the movie's over, nigga. In real life, nigga, this is what you really is.
The credits is rolling, nigga.
Yeah, you can't deal with adversity, you know. So, you know, the skirt is up, you know. You know, put your skirt down, B, because it's just a lot of mushy shit we seeing now. You know what I mean? And so when I said yesterday that I feel as if he lose this fight, this rematch is over. In my opinion, as far as him competing at the top level and bouncing back from adversity, yeah, that's my opinion. I feel it's a wrap for Jermell, you know. And like our TBA said, man, Tony Harrison fucked that big bag for him, you know. That big bag that he was gonna get with her, Tony Harrison put a monkey wrench all in that shit. All in that.
Mm-hmm.
He fucked up. He fucked up that money.
Yep.
And look, and like I say, bro, this just give us an examination of Jermell, like you say, Jermell Charlo and Derrick. You know what I'm saying? The mid holder Derrick James. You know, is you gonna be able to show him different things holding the mitts, or is it gonna be the same old way you hold the mitts? You know, look, and this is another thing I don't respect, right? But that's another story. Like I said, this match right, this fight right here is gonna be the ultimate testament of how we look at both of them guys going forward. Because I don't believe in Derrick James, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't believe in him after just seeing and hearing the things he be saying in the corner, and just how this nigga said he ain't watching the fight. Well, nigga, what is you doing? Nigga, you watching your phone and watching
Starting to
YouTube
break up again.
more than you actually watching the fucking. Oh my bad. It's just hard to respect that dude after he said he just watched this fight one time. How can you respect a nigga like that? Like Jermell, did you hear this nigga? This nigga got on the suit trying to look out fancy for the cameras and shit, thinking he really saying some shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, get this sleepy-eyed nigga out the motherfucking interviews, man. He ain't saying nothing. He ain't got no proper game plan for this nigga, Jermell. Jermell, you on your own. That's how I look at it. You on your own, Jermell.
As soon as the bell ring, keep your guard high, nigga.
Yeah. I mean, the only niggas that probably help him now is niggas on YouTube. Like, Jermell, you know, this is what you need to do, man. You should fight like this. Because Derrick James is too worried about his how he look, you know, suits and, you know, keeping staying awake in interviews and shit. You know.
Well, he
getting his beauty naps.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what the fuck is up. You know.
Did you see how that nigga started laughing when he took out that nigga, a soft ass nigga?
Who?
Derrick James.
Derrick James.
He started laughing?
Yeah, he laughed.
Started smiling cheek to cheek.
Man, I don't even know if this nigga care. You know what, man? I'm not gonna say
that nigga probably just woke up and was laughing because P woke up the people in his face and shit like that. We're still at the conference, huh? Holy shit! Forgive me.
Yeah, that nigga woke up shit. Oh shit, this nigga Jermell about to be phone on. Oh, let me break this shit up. Man. Yeah, man. I don't even know if he give a fuck, bro. To be honest with you. Maybe he just felt like, you know, as long as I got arrow.
Oh, bro. Oh.
Exactly. That's his bread and butter.
Yeah.
Oh, Black Horseman. Talk that shit, fam.
I'm just trying to understand all of this shit because just the energy, you know, some niggas can read energy, and I'm like, his energy don't seem like he really give a fuck. Like, hey, as long as arrow winning, you know, Jermell, hey, do what you do, man. You know, if you win, I'm here. If not, hey,
I'm
man,
still here, but I'm not really here.
I'll be taking a nap in the other room. Okay, hit me up if you wake me up when you need me. Shit, but if he ain't careful, he might have to wake up Jermell. Tony Harrison coming in there with bad intentions, man. That's what I see.
I don't know if he'll knock Charlo out, but he's definitely gonna he don't gotta change shit. Why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Nah, but you know what? I just feel like
no, I don't want him to go in there with that attitude because then that might take him off his fucking square and shit.
But you gotta understand too, like how what Tony Harrison might be thinking. He might be thinking of it in a sense like, okay, you know, anything could possibly happen in this rematch, man. You know, like what is this a show? This is a Mayweather Promotions, right?
Man, I don't know what this is.
That's what Corey said.
I know the fight is on Sunday, nigga. It's on the Lord's Day.
It's on a Sunday?
Yeah, nigga, the 23rd is a Sunday.
You gonna need a preacher there.
Yep, it's on the Sunday. I like that
though.
Somebody gonna catch that work on the Lord's Day.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna put that olive oil on that nigga forehead, boy, for that fight. But tell you like this, man. I'm just thinking about Tony Harrison. Like he probably just want to make it to where it's no doubt. There's no doubt.
I'm all for that, but just don't go in there reckless.
I don't think he will though. I don't think because one thing that he did say, see, Tony Harrison said all of the right shit that I wanted to hear. He said when they asked him about Emmanuel Stewart and the Crunk Gym and things like that, he said that one thing that Emmanuel taught them was never get away from the basics. Never get away from the basics. He says, yeah, niggas might be doing all the flashy shit, like they might want to throw the hooks and they might want to try to go for the KOs and get all crazy and wild. He said, no, just stick to the basics. You know, don't matter who likes it or not. And so I already know he gonna stick to the basics. He got his foundation is more solid than the Jermell. You know what I mean? Jermell need to get, I don't know. He need to get back to his roots, man, because this shit that he been doing, bro, that's not boxing. That's not good boxing to me, man. You know, trying to fight like somebody, huh?
Look, if he been fighting that same type of way with Derrick for 5 fights now, how is he gonna turn back into a boxer in 6 months?
If he what?
If he been fighting that same style with Derrick, not being a boxer, trying to knock niggas out. How is Derrick gonna transform him and make him go back into a boxer in 6 months? Well, not even 6 months,
No,
6 weeks.
if Derrick James was that type of trainer, he would already be fighting like that. Like we see clearly that this nigga man is he helps these guys that sit down on their punches really well to where it's a lot of power behind it and things like that. I think he prepares Jermell, in training camps to hurt his opponent, get the stoppage, man. I think that's all really Derrick James knockouts. Getting knocked out or preparing or knocking somebody out. You know what I mean? So I mean anything other than that, Tony Harrison, this is a bad matchup for him and Derrick James, because I don't know what Derrick James can do. Like I don't know nothing about Derrick James' boxing career. Was he a good boxer?
Not if he was getting KO'd all them times.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, was he a good boxer? Was he a knockout guy, or just getting?
I know he was. I know he was an okay fight. He wasn't like, I ain't gonna shit on him and say he wasn't.
Nigga, I'll get down to the root of this shit, nigga. I'm gonna look it up right now.
I mean, he might be able to tell him everything not to do.
Right. Don't get knocked out like I used.
He could show him some tapes and be like, look at what I'm doing.
Shit, we all can tell him what not to do. Shit. You don't need to pay his ass all that money for that shit.
Like, look, Jermell, watch this video. You see how I got knocked out like that? You don't want that to happen to you. You don't want that. Oh shit, I'm falling asleep. Oh, my bad. Listen. Well, it says here 21 wins, 7 losses, knocked out 4 times. So
okay. That's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
I mean, he's basically like an Amir Khan,
I don't know. He had 12 knockouts out of 21 fights, and then out of his 7 losses, he was knocked out 4 times. So, I don't think he ever held any. He held a plastic strap in ABA. Shout out to the NABAs. That's the only belt he's ever had. NABF. Oh, he lost the NABF middleweight title. And
so that means he sat on his punches a lot. So that means he sat on his punches a lot, because the only way you get knocked out if you're trying to sit on your punches.
Say it again, bro. You was breaking up.
I said, so that means he sat on his punches a lot.
Maybe so. He sat on that canvas.
He sat on that canvas, nigga. Get him a pillow.
Yeah. I just thought of an interesting concept. What if they, in the future, this doesn't pertain to this fight, but just in boxing in general, what if they were to do a fight where two boxers, instead of having a trainer or coach in their corner, while they're training, they're listening to YouTube videos and listening to the shit that we say, and then see who wins.
I'll fuck Derrick James whole night up. I'll fuck a lot of trainers' nights up, boy. Them niggas be so focused on YouTube, they lose interest in that fucking fight quick. What this nigga say?
Yeah, man. Let me come.
Sidetrack the shit out the motherfuckers. Your fighters are bum.
A lot of YouTubers are gonna want to get paid though. They can be like, "Oh, you was listening to me? Okay, that's 10% of your purse."
Goddamn right.
Yeah, we know Derrick James listen to these YouTube videos.
Mitt holding motherfucker. Nigga was mad at that shit.
Yeah.
Laughing my ass off on that shit.
Nigga said, "Word out here, all I do is hold the mitts." Oh, who said that?
He's like, "Don't worry about it." He's like, "Don't worry about it." Some clown. Don't worry about it. That question had nothing to do with holding the mitts, nigga. They said, "What is the strategy going into the next fight?" Well, apparently all I do is hold his mitts. Like, nigga, you got attention span is short as shit, nigga. That shit is eating at you.
Yeah.
That makes me think that he's been listening to your live streams, UGC.
No, not only mine, nigga, correct shit.
That shit was directed right at IOTBA ass.
Yeah.
Nigga sidetracking the shit out this nigga.
Oh, he's a clown. Don't worry about it.
I'm working on the hook. No, you need to work on IOTBA. This nigga said all I do is hold mitts.
That's true, because I heard that he was hating on IOTBA.
Oh yeah,
man. Listen, that whole little 2-minute fucking rant. It was for IOTVA. As soon as I heard this shit, I knew exactly where he was going. I was like, holy shit.
Everybody that know correct know that shit was directed at him. I was like, this nigga he go to sleep listening to Corray's live stream. Wake up with that shit on his mind. Like, God,
wake up
like
in
a
the
nightmare
morning.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker.
This nigga Corray like Freddy. Nigga night haunting this nigga in his dreams and shit. Like, whole motherfucker. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's all he hears.
Running shit.
That shit just echo in his head. Hold the mitts. Hold the mitts.
Nigga be running fast as fuck. As soon as you get to another corner, this nigga Corray there. Mitt hold motherfucker. He's running take off the
Fuck you, nigga. And take right off in the other direction. This nigga waiting for him.
He be raining mitts out the sky and shit. He be like, nigga, I can't get away from these mitts. This niggas follow me.
Yeah, that ain't gonna disown Charlo behind that dumb shit.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know where his focus at. You shouldn't be focused on that, fam.
Right.
He should be focused on, like, this dude is making great money to be doing what he's doing. You should be focused on your fighter. You the one who talking about you don't watch the video.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do none of that. Well, then what is you doing then, fam? This is doing Jermell Charlo disservice, fam. It's him being his trainer. And I'm being honest right now. Fuck all that other shit that we going through. This is doing a fighter a disservice of his trainer paying attention to the YouTube videos, saying, "Oh, I just watched the fight just recently before I landed." What?
All you doing is proving people's point.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Come on, man. That's disservice to Jermell Charlo. And if I'm anybody who family with him, friends close with him, I'm worried right now. I'm absolutely worried. You see this guy always want to have best suits, thinking he the flyest guy in the room with them ugly ass suits he be having on and shit. Man, this fight could be troubling, fam. And like, who is you to prove a point for? Is you there in your is you there to help your fighter become world champion, or is you trying to prove a point to the media?
Right.
Come on.
No, that's facts, bro. That's facts, man. Like, it just seems like he's more concerned about what people are saying about him than actually putting all your focus and attention on your fighter, man. Like, you know, Jermell's a former WBC champion, one of the most respected belts in boxing, you know, hands down. And you need to help him get that belt back, man, if you really genuinely care about this guy. You know, like, that was only Jermell's first loss. Now, you familiar with losses, you know, Jermell not. You know, this nigga's been stretched, you know, 4 times, you know, in his career. You know, Jermell never been stretched. Jermell just came up short, and everybody, you know, is the best of them take losses, man. Tony Harrison took losses. He bounced back. Now you need to help him, you know, and the thing about it is,
it's all about that bounce back.
We're talking about a guy who is 0-3. Shout out to Trav. He put that in the chat. He's 0-3 in title fights, Derrick James. So you don't even know anything about winning at the top level. You've never experienced that. You are fortunate enough to have a fighter who has done that. Okay. So in this situation, he probably needs you more than ever. You know what I mean? How do you deal with losses, Derrick? Can you help me in this situation? I'm in a down spot. You know, when you lost, how did you deal with it? What kind of advice? What kind of advice can you give me?
I don't even want to know the answer to that shit.
I'm just saying, like,
from nigga, you lost.
Derrick James
you probably don't remember your fucking losses, nigga. You took naps. I don't even want your fucking. I don't even want your advice, nigga. Just take an Advil, nigga. Drink some NyQuil. Shake it right off. I don't want no information from that nigga.
If a lot of people were going to their job treating it the same way as James is treating this fight, they would be fired ASAP.
Because if you make a mistake, you gotta learn from your mistakes, man, and make sure you perform better the next day.
Nope, you all go to the job and do the same shit and get fired. What you mean I can't smoke in the building? Like, nigga, get the fuck out of
here. And when I say this is the most anticipated rematch, in my opinion, since Sugar Shane Mosley versus Running Force, that's how I really feel, man. And for him, and I think this fight right here, because of that press conference and just everything around, this probably could do the highest ratings of the year in boxing.
Because of that press conference, yeah.
Man,
and it's on a Sunday, so niggas ain't doing nothing on no Sunday.
Niggas ain't doing nothing. We gonna be at the house waiting.
That's just a good ass
On
fight on a
Fox?
Sunday to
Come
chop it
on,
up.
man. That nigga tripping.
They might need to put James in a what do they call that? The baptism pool, just to wake his ass up before the fight.
Oh God, bro.
Yeah, bro. That shit. Like I was saying, man, Derrick James need to be the one that really kind of like, help Jermell through this tough time that he going through, bro. Because, man, look, we can look past all that surface shit. Like, nigga, you talking that rah-rah shit, talking like what you gonna do and this, that, and the third. Other niggas can read through that shit, bro. You're not in a good headspace, Jermell. You're not, And Derrick James is somewhere else. He on YouTube. So at the end of the day, he needs to be the one there telling Jermell, like, look, man, I know what it is like to lose, and you gotta get back to the basics, man. We both gotta get back to the basics. So we both lost. And like if the trainer is not saying like, hey, we lost this fight, we gotta move on, we gotta move past it. Like there's no if Derrick James, I felt, was telling Jermell the right stuff, we wouldn't be still seeing Jermell all on fucking in the videos and in these interviews talking about the world know that I won that fight. Like, nah, bro, I don't see y'all improving. I don't see that. I don't see that you are learn from that first fight. All I see is you upset that the result didn't go your way, and you don't want to take responsibility. You and Derrick James don't want to take responsibility for y'all's loss. So Tony Harrison gonna help you niggas out. He gonna help y'all niggas.
Yo, I'm biased. Said if he lose this fight, does he stay with Derrick James?
If you want to keep losing, I mean,
No.
shit. Because if Derrick James don't make no adjustments, if they can't make no adjustments in this, why stay with the nigga?
First off, if you don't make no adjustments, Charlo as a fighter, you better figure that shit out and figure it out fast. Because if Derrick James ain't telling you shit, fuck it. Don't even listen to the fucking corner, nigga. You better react how you react in the ring, man.
Yeah, man. You better just nigga do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do, because I see a guy who's just really only care about, catching fame as a trainer and shit. And then that shit right there, man, that's not good, bro. I mean, the same thing probably with the Abel Sanchez shit and Triple G letting him go. Like, bro, like, look, man, I'm here to win. So he went to, guess what? He went and got a nigga from the Crunk Gym. So he being trained by somebody who knows the basics, you know what I mean? The fundamentals, not somebody who's all trying to take the shine away from Triple G and, just love the sound of his own voice and like how you look on YouTube and in these videos and shit. Like, nigga,
That nigga's
nah,
he contradicts himself, man. That's why I don't fucking understand that shit. We don't fight black fighters, they don't sell, but you fighting this nigga who fucking make watches or whatever the fuck Steve Rose does. This nigga never been in a 10-round fight, 12-round fight in his fucking life.
You talking about Abel or Triple G?
Triple G and Abel.
Well, Abel fired, so
yeah. Oh yeah, he got fired. But I'm saying, look at his fight though.
I know, and look, to add to the point on Derrick James, like as like, why is like he shouldn't be talking about nothing but his guy. He shouldn't be answering no questions of what you think about anything else. It should be about his guy. Oh, I'm just worried about getting my guy focused and getting him ready for this next fight. Remember, I just hold a Mitch.
That nigga talking about everything. This nigga talking about Canelo offers and all that shit.
Look, remember, I just hold a Mitch. He just had to have that quote. He just wanted to have that quote so it could be a headline so people could talk about him.
Wow.
You heard Derrick James say, remember, he just hold a Mitch.
Like, for him to even say that shit, I'm like, bro, why would you even say that, fam?
That had nothing to do with anything.
Nothing.
That wasn't a question they asked you.
That just shows you that this nigga Correa is so in this nigga head, bro. Like, you got to get focused, fam. Like, listen, you're not fighting YouTube. You're not fighting Correa. Nigga, your opponent is Tony Harrison. You got a nigga from the D that you got to deal with. A nigga who done made your fighter backpedal 3 steps, nigga. A nigga who you had to get in the middle of so that he don't get his ass stretched on motherfucking in a press conference. Like
got your strap.
Yeah, took your strap off you, like, nigga. And it's just certain guys that think that they rely too much on intimidating, and
that shit didn't work with Harrison.
That shit is not working on Harrison at all.
That's
why he had to checkmate that nigga.
Now y'all seen who Derrick James put his hands on? He didn't put his hands on.
You chopping up, bro?
He was holding. Y'all seen who Derrick James held back? He didn't hold back Charlo. He held back Tony Harrison.
Yeah. That nigga, man, like, bro, please don't stretch my fighter out here. You know what I mean? Don't do that.
They trying to jump him. This the only way you gonna get help, nigga. Let me grab him. You steal off on him.
Right. But you know, we got to see, man. I mean, somebody said in the chat, our Red Glove was saying in the chat, unbiased, he should leave James now. He is showing zero initiative. None of that stuff that I heard him say in the interview.
Should have stayed with Shields.
What'd you say, Charles?
So he should have stayed with Ronnie.
I done heard so many people say that, bro. I mean,
he looked better. Shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I mean, even, and like I say, Tony Harrison was hitting some key points. Like, man, you didn't been in close fights like with Vanez, bro. And you still got the nod, and now you want to sit here acting like, you know, the world done robbed you, especially when a lot of people was saying Vanez won that fight, you know, but they gave him the nod. So, like, bro, you just gotta accept that shit. Accept the fact that you came up short this time. There's some things that you could do to improve going into the next fight, but when your game plan, when your response is when they asking you,
did y'all hear Jermell Charlo when he said, "This how they wanted it"? What you mean? This how they wanted it?
What they wanted was you to fight her, nigga. Like, they didn't sabotage this fight.
Yeah, like, did you hear him when he said that? Like he was insinuating, like they wanted this to happen to him, like, or they did this on purpose. What?
Yeah, man. That sound like that sound like a broken fighter right there. That sound like a nigga who's been broken, bro. Let me see. Trav says, want to know how Derrick James dealt with his losses? He took 3 2-year breaks. Wow.
Damn.
Who said that?
Y'all think he should have taken a vacation, man? You think he should have declined the rematch?
Look, on some real shit, I told Jermell he shouldn't have took this rematch.
You said what?
Jermell shouldn't have really took this rematch that quick, fam. He should have went and fought somebody else to get some comeback. Like, because his confidence was took in that fight. And if anybody was watching that fight, you could see that.
Yeah. And there's certain fights, man, I agree that where you might need to just take some time off or, you know what I mean, like work your way back up because, I mean, damn, bro, when you've been at the top for a while like that and the confidence that you had and the arrogance and all that shit and you kind of, I'm not saying he was overlooking Tony Harrison, but his focus was on her.
Mm-hmm. And trying to outdo fucking Harrison. You know, Herb got him out of there. And Herb was in. Harrison was in that fight where his stamina got him. This nigga, Charlo probably thinking, yo, let me try to get this nigga up out of here quick. And not happening.
Trying to compete with Herb.
Let me make this shit look spectacular. Yeah. You took an L, nigga.
But look, notice, Jermell Charlo didn't talk no shit that first fight like he usually do.
Say again?
Jermell Charlo wasn't talking no shit in that first lead-up fight like he usually do.
He wasn't talking no shit to Harrison?
Yeah, he ain't say nothing. Think about it. Go back and look. It was nothing.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing, only shit that he was really be talking was just, you know, he was at least more vocal on social media. But like Tony Harrison said, it was like suicide watch, man. He ain't talking nothing now. You know. So what would you say now, TV? He out of character or something right now?
Man, not only is he totally out of character. Like, it just threw me back when he said, why is he cursing like that? Why is he saying this and that? I didn't talk like that. What?
Wow.
And nigga, what? Nigga, we know you didn't just open your mouth and say that shit.
Yeah, man.
Come on, talking about, actually, this fight was fairly easy to get over. Nigga, was it? Really?
Yeah, stop
nigga,
it.
That's not what the public seen. Nigga, we seen a totally different you. Matter of fact, we didn't see you for at least a month and a half, nigga. You was out of there. Not for a nigga who said he won that fight. Come on, man, stop it. But like I say, I can't put all this on Jermell Charlo. Because the only thing he could do is fight. He been trained to fight his whole life. You know, it's his part to get in the ring and do what he do, but it's also his corner part to give him the right adjustments.
Right.
And if we looking in that big time fight, just let's look at his previous fights against Austin Trout. 22% of his punches. Come on, it's like he been fading. It looked good, but it's like it's fading.
Yep.
When you fight guys like Charles Hadley, and then you I'm just saying, you look good in them type of fights against them type of fighters, but against Austin Trout and Tony Harrison, who done actually been there before, he been fading, fam. He faded.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like it's getting worse and worse with Derrick James.
Mm-hmm.
And now Derrick James got this newfound animosity for myself and other people in the media to where, you know, it's like he fighting YouTube instead of actually training his fighter to get ready. Nigga, you don't got no fight versus YouTube. Ain't nobody say the former WBC champion Derrick James. They not saying that.
Right. This ain't no social media strap on the line with this.
Come on, man.
What's wrong with you, bro? Get focused.
Come on.
Tripping,
look,
bro.
Look. And look, niggas be trying to tell me, I'm like, damn, bro, you supposed to be high up, right? I thought, because, you know, like one thing about Mr. LTBA, I ain't gonna coon the buck dance for now, nigga. Niggas know how I'm coming. And like, I'm gonna say what I mean and mean what I say, right? So, with niggas talking about, oh, LTBA, you can't talk like this, you can't say different stuff like that. Well, what about Derrick James and the shots he take at people in the media? Do that make him more better than me with the shots I take? Come on now. People, y'all can't have y'all cake and eat it too. Either we gonna do it, either we gonna call it one way down the middle where it's fair, or we ain't gonna say shit at all. Come on, man.
Man, bro. So yeah, man. You know, that's why I put in the chat, you know, in the title, Derrick James can't help Jermell. I don't think he can, bro. I really don't think he can, man. You got an unfocused trainer and you got a broken fighter. That's a recipe for disaster. I'm just saying, bro. That's what I see.
Damn, that's the realest shit I heard.
And on everything, bro. If I seen this going any other way in my mind, I would be like, nah, I think Jermell got it in this rematch. I just don't see it, bro. It's just so many red flags that I see on Jermell's side.
He won't accept defeat.
Yeah.
Thinks he won the fight. You got a trainer who hasn't watched the fucking footage, so he claims.
Mm-hmm. You know,
falling asleep during a fucking press conference. Niggas' interest ain't there.
Trying to win the YouTube belt. You know, get the fuck out of here, bro. That ain't gonna get it done. That ain't gonna get it done. Derrick James cannot help Jermell in this fight. He's on his own.
All them real niggas. Why them real niggas who say they cover this boxing shit, or these niggas who say they real niggas and who say they talk that real shit? Why we ain't seeing more videos of niggas talking about this shit right here, fam?
More videos of what? Because you was cutting.
You know what I'm saying? Do niggas got they nose so far up his ass they got shit on their face? Come on, man.
Because
look,
I'll tell you where they're at. They're busy looking up how many streams were stolen for Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, trying to say he's the A side. That's where they're at.
Wow. Yeah. They on that bullshit again. You said correct. They on that bullshit again, bro.
They on that bullshit, bro.
What's up, bro? Hamed, what's up, bro?
How's it going, Red?
Hamed in the building. That's my guy right there. He be talking.
What up, Hamed?
How's it going? How's everyone doing?
I'm waiting for him to call somebody retarded, boy. That's that boy's slogan. Know Hamed about to go in when he started.
You got some thoughts on this, Hamed?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this, man. Never undermine stupidity, man. Because the things I've seen like the last 24 hours from the BFTB guy adding illegal streams to the Wilder Fury pay-per-view buys to. You guys heard of Myron Magnus or no?
Who?
You said what?
Myron Magnus.
No, I don't
anyway,
y'all familiar with him?
Man, is that idiot you just put up in the fucking hangout?
Yeah, that's the guy. He was saying he thinks that Jacobs got robbed. And then
you know Jermell said that shit too.
I think Jermell's fight was closer though. Jermell thought Jacobs got robbed though.
Yeah, he said it should have been a draw.
I don't really take a lot of fighters too serious because a lot of them do that for. Apart from I think Danny Jacobs when he thought Broner beat Mikey, I don't think a lot of them are really I don't think they really believe it. A lot of them just do it because they're friendly with the fighters. But this guy, he thought Jacobs beat him, and then his criteria was like he said, watch it without the mute button, but. You can't score fights without that. Don't matter. I know some people get influenced by commentary, but you have to score the fight with your eyes. And another thing is the guy. He has, I think, Joshua is his pound for pound #1 fighter, and then the logic behind that was dumb as well. Like he was saying, if Crawford, he said if Crawford and Joshua were same size, Crawford would get beaten up, man. That's when I knew I could not listen to this guy anymore.
You said if Crawford and who was the same size?
Joshua,
AJ.
AJ.
If Crawford and AJ was the same size, then what would happen?
Joshua would beat.
Wow. Wow.
I have to disagree. I actually like Myron Magnus, but I disagree with him on the whole Jacobs Canelo thing. But I mean, you're not gonna agree with anybody 100% of the time either.
Yeah, he's
he
a cool
swears
guy.
by this shit.
The thing that I didn't understand, like, there's nothing wrong, yo. It's nothing wrong with, like, you can't agree with everyone, otherwise, life would be pretty boring. But when you got no logic behind it, then it's hard to take someone like that serious. Like, where when you're not consistent or you make sense. I mean, you can let it be. That's someone's opinion, but like I try to find out a lot of these guys what their reasoning is, but a lot of them don't make sense, and they try their best not to make sense. So it's quite actually hard to understand a lot of them. The bad thing is a lot of these guys actually got a lot of following. Like a lot of people actually agree with them, which is quite scary as well.
Well, you know what that is? That's people who they go around listening to, whoever's gonna tell them what they want to hear.
Listen, dog, I was gonna put some shit in the hangout last night, dog. I seen so many niggas fucking flip flopping. I was listening to Blood boxing, and Blood, he don't care for all that politics and shit like that. He like me. But I was looking at the same people that be in them streams talking wild shit, dick riding. I was like, yo, y'all change your stance real fucking quick. Quick.
But the thing with the LDVC is, the majority of them, they all, I think there's maybe a couple of channels, but majority of them all agree, or they all, they all like share similar views, like, that Wilder, whatever, is the A side, or Joshua's been ducking. And then on top of it, a lot of them do obviously are very biased towards the PBC fighters and the Al Heyman fighters as well. So with them, I know I don't know if a lot of them are getting paid from Heyman, but we know what the deal with is. Then the thing is, you'll see other stupid people as well though online. The things they say is complete opposite.
Yeah, it definitely happens on both sides, because I flamed Povetkin when he popped dirty.
Yeah.
And I found that a lot of people that were cool with me, all of a sudden they saw me as an enemy, and I'm like, I'm not here to push an agenda.
It's just because you got an opinion and shit.
Exactly. If a dude pops dirty, he pops dirty. Like, I'm supposed to defend.
I mean, I'm cool with a lot of them dudes from the LDBC. I don't agree with everything they say though.
Right.
No, me too. But I was just saying. I'm just saying it was funny because you'll be in one chat, see these niggas, blah, 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 blah. Blood kicks some real shit, and then they switch their stance up. Yeah, I don't feel like, nigga, which one is it?
See, and that's what I like about the UGC. Like, I don't see that happening here, Like, me and Jalik, we disagree on a lot of things, but at the end of the day, we ain't taking personal shots at each other, trying to see each other just because. And by the way, this is facts. Goodfellas is better than Casino, if you're listening, Jalik. But
hands down, ain't no goddamn debating about it.
Huh?
But I mean, when we have a disagreement on something, like I called into his stream last night, it was a good time, So I mean, what people got to understand is boxing, like uh, boxing commentary and boxing opinion is just a very small part of who we are. And
Yeah.
like people terminate friendships, they trying to fight people, they trying to kill people, pulling guns out
But tell me
on their
about
videos.
Ridiculous, bro.
say these niggas out here is crazy, man. Like fam, bro, I
Yeah,
ride
yo.
around with that thing on me right now because these niggas out here in Dallas reckless, fam. But these niggas gonna get popped coming up on me with that bullshit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
always
it's different
emotionally
in the South.
invested into this shit, bro. It's just ridiculous, man.
Now I know what Red's on about. Like when Povetkin and Wilder, when that shit happened, you had one side of the LDBC going extremely what's the word extremely defending Wilder, and I think Wilder, you know, had a right to be defended because obviously
Yes.
he was innocent, but the whole case was what's the word, it was complicated. There was a couple of stuff that you could argue for Povetkin not initially being innocent, but him being a bit set up by Vada. Then you had the other side, guys like Thunderdome Boxing, and you know, a lot of these YTBC white channels, you know, non-black channels are. I don't know if they're racist. A lot of them do push. It looked like pushing agenda. Like a guy called Precise the presenter. I think it was a pretender they call him now. But a lot of these guys are quite biased because I remember I had an interaction with one of them, and then you know they're just pushing the narrative and agenda. So it's
Yeah,
both sides are just as
it
bad as
is.
each other.
But here's the thing, back to the Povetkin thing. Like I flamed Povetkin and so did a lot of them, but then when Big Baby Miller popped dirty, they didn't keep the same energy. I heard one of them say, "Oh, it's
Mm.
just a little bit of Peds. It's just a little
Right,
bit of
right.
Peds." Like,
Bullshit.
are you fucking for real? So you completely defend
They're like,
Wilder,
fight him anyway. Fight him
which
anyway. What the fuck?
exactly. So like at the end of the day, like if you whatever your stance is on PEDs, it needs to be the same across the board.
Yep.
It
That's
can't
true.
be it can't be oh Wilder shouldn't be expected to fight Povetkin, which I agree he shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're like, but when it comes to AJ and Big Baby Miller, oh, it's just a little bit of Peds. It's just a little bit of like,
Stupid,
come
bro.
on now.
That's the dumbest
Yeah,
shit ever,
the
bro.
A little bit my ass. That
It
nigga
was a
was my
little, yeah, a
everything.
little bit my ass. He had everything in him. This nigga Eddie Hearn said this nigga had all the Walgreens in him.
Now, this is what I want to say. With Wilder, the thing was, I could do some background as well. But with Wilder, the thing was,
That's
Povetkin at the
probably me. I'm
time when,
cooking.
yeah, Povetkin, they were saying, you know, his team I think it's Rybinski or Povetkin was saying he might have been set up, but his next fight schedule was against Thurman, and then he popped dirty again. So that's why with that it took a bit longer. With Miller, I think initially they were saying he might have been set up, but then the guy ended up failing three tests. And when you have guys like BFTB saying he should fight him,
And he
I
damn
mean,
sure was saying he was set up until he got caught, came back dirty two more times.
It's
Like, yeah, they set me up. Okay, that's one
no
test. And
logic.
then here come the next
like,
two.
and then you know that fake shit. Like then these niggas lose credibility, and it's like it just sucks because it don't mean that everybody in the LDBC is on some fake shit or what I mean creating lies, but it just when these niggas are representing that, it just makes the whole clique look bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's why I'm like, hey, I don't want no fake niggas rocking with this UDC shit, bro, because it'll make the whole squad look bad. You feel me? So it's like everybody is solid, you know what I'm saying, on this panel. And that's what I like. But you got other people just talking about it's just a little bit of heads and shit like that. Like, get the fuck out of here. Nigga, eject. Mission, abort mission. Get the fuck off the team. What the fuck you
Yeah,
talking
that's true. Yeah,
yeah. If you're
there's a
trying to
couple.
clean up the sport, that's definitely not shit you should be saying.
about? Yeah.
Yeah, you
There's
got to
no
keep
problem
it
with that.
consistent.
Yeah.
You gotta be consistent. Like, I think there's a couple of good channels. Like outside this, I know Ring IQ is a good channel. Dwyer, I think some of these channels don't really get into all of the things, but I think Ring IQ is a really good channel. Bruce Wayne, that's not a bad channel as well.
I remember you
Uh,
asked me for a link for him. I was like, I just don't know him. I gotta check him out. That's why I didn't want to accept him, put him
oh,
in.
what about
I
Bruce
think he's
Wayne?
straight, man. I think
Okay.
he's good.
I mean, next time, yeah, I'll definitely. I just hadn't checked him out yet. I thought he was on some low place type shit or something. I'm like, all right, I
He
Nah,
don't know.
nah,
Cool.
he's very thorough. He's
Okay.
thorough like Bruce Wayne is. Like,
Oh, okay.
his
probably
style
better
is
than
just
Bruce Wayne, I'd say.
different, but he's very thorough. In fact, he's debated low place before.
Okay.
So
That's what I think that the video y'all put in. the other day or
Yeah,
something.
I put that in.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think
So
he's
I
better
mean,
than.
next time I'll definitely, hear what he got to say, man. I mean,
I
only
don't know if
solid niggas
he.
on this platform,
I don't know if he'll be, if he's free to come on. But I thought I'll just try and add him. But I was just saying, yeah, I think he's better than Bruce Wayne because he covers everything. Even I think covers female boxing as well. So I think he keeps it down the middle. But that's what I'm saying. There's not too many channels like that. There's only a handful. Like this is a good platform as well. But that's what I was saying. I think stupidity is. I think it's something that people, I don't know if they're blinded or something, or they're too lazy to look for the truth, or they just end up following whatever they hear. And to me, it looks like they're just sheeps.
Charles D, you gotta start eating on mute, bro. The niggas like, damn, nigga, you gonna try to eat the plate?
Yeah,
God
that's
damn.
Iron Kong ear hustling and shit, nigga. Ain't nobody else said nothing about my plate besides Iron Kong. Super ears.
Scraping
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck
shout
out
out to
that
Iron
plate.
Kong. He actually uploaded a video, so when y'all
Oh,
get a
did he?
chance, go check it out.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna be
No
checking
doubt.
it out after this.
Let me sub to him there, man. Shout out to him. I respect anybody that's trying to, start their own shit, man. One video at a time, Iron Kong. Salute to you, brother. And shout out to you, ear hustling. This nigga scraping his plate and shit. This nigga, man. Matter of fact, oh yeah, Iron Cone was on the we had him on the platform one day. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you had
definitely I forgot. Yeah. Shout out to Iron Cone. Iron Cone is a solid dude. Solid dude.
Yeah, has
Um
Razcliffe been on here?
say again.
Razcliffe.
he was in here earlier. I
What
probably
what
left.
what about him?
No, has he been on the Hangouts before?
Oh
Nah,
no,
I never had him on. He never asked for link nothing.
I
Well, I
think you asked
just
for a link once, but I don't think you saw it.
Oh, y'all should have told me. Yeah, I would have definitely had him on because he does come through and show support, man. He get in the chat.
Yeah, Iron
Yeah.
Kong always in.
We coming to the conclusion of this live though. But yeah, most definitely, man. I mean, I try
But
to
can
keep
I
this
say
shit.
this though?
Yes,
Who
sir.
who who do we all? I know, like, but do we all? I got Harrison winning. Who everybody got?
If
yeah, that
Charlotte on the
fight.
Jets, man, that's a no brainer. I'm sticking it out with Harrison.
Yeah, I gotta like the all signs lead to Harrison winning. Like we won't know till fight night, but
Yeah.
that's who I have to go with right now.
We
I'm
won't know
gonna
until
go
the
with.
Lord's Day.
I'm
You
gonna
know
have to
they
go with
say
Charlo, man.
boxing is 90% mental, and
Mm.
Harrison got all the mental momentum going for him right now.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it. I thought Charlo won the fight. I did not really
You you
pay
you and
attention.
Derek James need to rewatch that shit, fam.
Now the thing is, I didn't really watch score every round by round. But at the end of the fight, I thought it could
Yeah,
have
well,
been a
if you're going
draw.
by the end of the fight, then yeah, you're
Right.
gonna think
He
that.
looked good at the end of the fight
No,
because
no, no. What I meant by
when
that,
has
what I
he
meant by that,
faded? He
when the
faded.
I
fight,
think he's saying he's like by the eye test.
yeah,
Like you know
when
how
the fight finished,
sometimes
yeah,
you know how sometimes when you're watching a fight, you may not be scoring it round by round, but still
Yeah.
at the end you're like, well, I think
Who
so
took
and so
the?
lost, won or whatever. I
Mhm.
think that's what Hamed is saying
yeah,
he
that's
did.
what I meant. I thought he won, but I'll have to rewatch it properly because there was a couple of rounds I think that might have been a bit closer. I do think though. I thought Korobov probably should have won. I thought the other Charlo should have lost or drawn. I thought that was.
A lot of people say that. A lot of
I
people
thought that
say
was a controversial fight.
that. Yeah.
That could have been a draw. Carbone was nailing his
What?
ass,
He
Yeah,
couldn't miss with the motherfucker. Yeah.
but Charlo was able to adjust. Ronnie was able to
Yeah, he
give
did
him
make some
give him some
adjustments.
shit to let him
Jamal,
adjust.
Jamal did make some adjustments. Down the
yeah,
stretch, he almost knocked him down. You
yeah.
ain't gonna lie.
Uh huh.
Charlo. I think Charlo closed strong. I thought
Yeah,
maybe
real
a draw would have been fair. I was gonna say, what about the
I wouldn't
fight
have been.
with?
I would have been mad at a draw, but if it wasn't a draw, I'd have gave it to Charlo. Real
Oh yeah,
close.
it was a close fight. Yeah, it wasn't a robbery in the
I
sense
had
of
I had
like.
Jamal edging. I watched that once, so I gotta go back and probably watch that again. What you saying,
What
Hamid?
What about the fight with Hood and J Rock? You guys
J. Well,
overlooking? You
That's gonna
looking
be a
over?
that's gonna be a good one.
I'm not overlooking it, man. I'm not overlooking it at all.
No, just the things I've seen online. A lot of people are more talking about Charlo and Harrison fight. I know they had a press conference, but I
Yeah.
don't see as many people talking about the Hood and J Rock fight.
Mm-hmm. I
And
mean,
that's
shit, that's
tomorrow, isn't it?
tomorrow, man. So yeah, we're gonna do one in the morning. So if y'all up for it, man, we're gonna do a live stream on that. and give our, you know what I'm saying, our predictions, you know, our thoughts and predictions on that fight. And anything else that might come up, man. You know what I mean? For the rest of the day, because it should be happening day by day. You know,
Yep,
That's
there's
what
some
that's what
stuff
I'm
that
hearing.
came out yesterday and some stuff that came out this morning.
yeah,
It's gonna
man.
be
I
it's
actually
gonna be
got to
a
get
good fight.
going. So shout
No
out to
doubt.
all y'all on the panel and everybody in the chat.
All right, man. Nice
Thanks
one.
for coming
All
on,
right,
Red.
Red
Hope to
man.
see you tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Real talk, y'all. We got to make sure we push this UGC shit. Real shit. I'm gonna be on tonight, man. I hope everybody ride with me tonight, man.
Uh-huh.
When I get on that boxing shit, it's gonna be a little of the same, a lot of some more. And y'all know how I do. You know, I'm be scrolling up my articles and shit all night long.
That nigga be straight blackout session that night.
Yeah. Be
You
going
catch
in, though.
you catch that nigga after 11 o'clock. You don't know what you gonna hear. This nigga flaming somebody.
So they can
Start off peaceful,
in the streets, man. Right.
and someone catching flames at the end of that stream. Just oh shit, and then he don't even say y'all have a good night or nothing. This nigga just shut it down real quick after he done. Just yeah, fuck that nigga. He can eat a dick. Stream off.
I remember
That's how the
this
shit
nigga
is.
on live one day. He was like, who that bitch
Say,
got
man, I
bad?
ride for this UGC shit because that nigga Black Horseman, that nigga ride for me. So, like I say, everybody, we need to push this UGC shit. I'm going to be on that shit tonight. I'm going to be on that shit some more tonight. Y'all know how I do, man. Stop playing with me, man.
Shout out to you, Corey. We gonna be definitely there, bro. We definitely looking forward to it, man. So y'all make sure y'all support our TBA Boxing Talk right here on YouTube. Make sure y'all hit that bell icon so you get the notification when we go live, man. So we're gonna definitely be there, bro. For sure. For
All
sure,
right, man.
for
Y'all have a
sure.
good one, bro. I'm headed in to clock these coins, man.
All right, man. Salute,
All
bro.
right.
Thanks for coming on.
Shit, I got the day off. I ain't got to piss in the cup. I'm Gucci.
Yeah, you just scraping ceramic plates, bro. That's
Yeah,
what's up.
nigga. Beef sauce, grits, and home fries, nigga.
Yeah, man. You got any closing thoughts, man, on this whole topic today, or anything, you know what I'm saying, referring to this weekend? I know we're gonna get into the J Rock
This
and her
weekend, the J
tomorrow.
Rock fight gonna be cracking.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that. We're gonna
I
probably
can't
talk
wait to
about
see
that
that
too.
one. I just want
Yeah.
to see how the homie. I just hope he get in his chest. Get
Who?
right in her chest.
Oh, J Rock? You going for J Rock?
Yeah, I like to go for the underdog, man.
Oh, okay.
Plus, he like the infight. That's you know what I'm saying. And Hurd ain't that bad. Just Hurd's defense is his face. Like how hard does
Yeah.
J Rock hit? Let's see what's gonna pop off.
J Rock don't seem like a big puncher though. And then this is the
He got
big,
respect. He got respectable punch.
but this is the biggest guy he's ever faced. I think, right? I mean, Jermell is big, but I mean, Hurd is big.
Yeah, but I think this is the hardest puncher Hurd is facing. At
Hmm.
least one of them.
Damn, I didn't think about that. Trying to think what other. No, Laura can punch though, bro.
Yeah, but Laura, he don't get that lever. He's punching up. At least with fucking J Rock. J Rock's kind of even with him.
I don't know, bro. He just don't look that strong. But like I say, sometimes strength don't never really define somebody's power. Some niggas got that skinny power, nigga. You know what I mean?
That Philly infighting against that DC. I ain't protecting my face. I'm just gonna wear your ass out.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
gotta definitely see,
that's
man.
gonna end up being a slugfest, man. I could see it starting off technical for like the first 3 rounds, that little fill out process,
Mm-hmm.
and I could see Hurd starting to push the pace and J Rock not backing down, but I could probably see him fading,
Yeah.
trying to keep that pace because
No
that's
doubt.
not his pace, man. That favors fucking Hurd, and he got that changeup, boy. That nigga pity pat, and then sit on something, bang.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
his punches ain't got no snap in there. Here come the mollywop, pow.
well, we go definitely dive deep into that tomorrow morning, man. We're gonna definitely talk about that since the fight going down tomorrow. So I mean, May has been red. It's red hot, bro. Because like I said, last weekend we had Danny and Canelo. We got Hurd and Hurd and J Rock tomorrow. Then we got fucking Wilder Brazil after that.
Well, it
Next
seemed like every
weekend,
week. It seemed like every week or 2 weeks, good fight.
it's gonna be fire, bro. So May is a fire ass month for boxing, for real.
The first few months for boxing has been popping.
And I'm sure, but before the end of the month, man, we should definitely get a final or a definite
About that
response on
fucking Porter and fucking Spence.
Yeah, that and the Thurman Pacquiao to see what's gonna happen with that, man. Because I'm like, these niggas keep dragging their feet. We just want to know if these fights gonna get made. Like,
Yeah,
stop.
I threw that shit in the hangout. I was like, yo, man, something went across my phone from Dan Raphael talking about that shit wasn't official. Pacquiao's not 100%. If the fight ain't confirmed, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Niggas just throwing out dates for the fight too. July 3rd. Da 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 da. And I'm looking it up and I'm like, yo, I don't see no confirmed dates. And then Dan Raphael threw this shit out there. I was like, oh man, these motherfuckers is bullshit.
Man, shout out to Sharon Ross. He said, we got fights on Showbox tonight too. So I'll check that out. I didn't even know.
Who's on Showbox tonight? Oh, it's got to be some other colors if it's Showbox.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna watch it though. I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Shit. Watching on my phone.
Shout out to Hamed. Y'all subscribe to Hamed channel too. Hit his tap his thumbnail right there in the chat and subscribe to him. He's starting to upload content and everything too. You know what I mean?
I'll subscribe to him. I ain't subscribed to him. I ain't know he was throwing up videos either. I thought he was just like me, just put his little 2 cents in like boxing.
We need to get you on that shit too, bro. You still don't even want to put a fucking thumbnail up, bro. You want to just go, nigga, light blue screen. That's it.
I'm the ghost, baby.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Ghost with the ceramic plates and shit. Okay.
Listen, Boxing Monster. I stood by Jacobs. I said what I said, nigga. I took the L. It's all right, though. I can stand by that. I ain't switch up.
Yeah, man. See, at least you accept the loss. It's something that Jermell need to do.
Yeah, this is me in denial. I'm not saying J-Rock would win. I'm just saying I hope he put up a fight and stay in that nigga's chest. I'm pulling for him to win. I like the underdog shit.
You want to see a good fight, though. Yeah,
I definitely want to see a good fight. Don't give a damn. I hope he fucks up the money, too, just like Harrison. I hope both them niggas win. Just fuck everybody. Put a whole monkey wrench in the game.
Wouldn't that be something if this nigga, J-Rock nigga end up coming out with them 3 straps, IBO, IBF, and WBA? Mr. Get That Bag shit.
Same thing in the heavyweight division. If Ruiz fucking pulls off the upset,
possible,
and Wilder loses to Brazil, game changer.
I'm gonna say he looking kind of good. You know, I know it's just training, but shit, that nigga got snap on them shots on the mitts, bro.
Who, Ruiz?
Ruiz, yeah, quick.
Yeah, he's quick, but he don't got no fucking power though, man.
I mean, I'm just saying. From what I saw yesterday, he got some pop on that shit. It looked like it, but you know, we got to see. He got to land, you know.
Yeah, when he fought Parker, he was hitting Parker with some shit, man, and Parker was walking through him. I'm like, God, except for one of them, he hit him with a left hook. This nigga, I think Parker threw him right.
Parker probably got a chin though. Well, he did get knocked down by Dylan White, but
yeah, but Parker he got a chin though. But he was walking through them shits. I think it was one left hand that probably buzzed him. But he was getting hit a lot, man. That fight could have went either way with Ruiz, man. I wasn't mad at the decision because it could have went to either fighter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of people say Ruiz should have got it. But
yeah, I wasn't mad at it. It could have went either way.
Yeah.
It was one of them fights.
Yeah, okay. Well, my closing thoughts, man, on this topic today, man. Hopefully Thurman Pacquiao fight get made. You know, I respect the opinions of all the fellas on the channel, on the panel today, as far as Thurman does deserve the fight. Our TBA kind of just put an eye-opening perspective in there, saying that pretty much Sean Porter is the paper WBC champ. And even if Errol Spence beats Sean Porter, you know, he'll become the paper unified champ. Like,
that's not
Keith is the champ, man. He had the belt. Nobody ever beat him. He vacated it, but
he had to because he was gonna get stripped. See, I wish I was on when he said that shit, man. I only heard parts of it. I wasn't on when he said that part. I was getting on when he was like, "You got to give him a pass." I was like, "Nah, man, hell no, he ain't getting no pass on that shit."
You don't like Keith, nigga. You don't like.
Nah,
Keith.
I fuck with Keith, but he ain't getting no pass, man. He ain't above getting that flame put to his ass.
I still stand. I mean, I just said I respect his opinion on that. Like, he made good points, but I still stand here with this. Like, if Errol beats Sean, to me, he's the number 1 welterweight, man.
Yeah, he ain't no paper champion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give him that stamp. Like, I think that he's got momentum. He's taking the fight. He's fighting. You know, he's unifying. So hey, man, I'm gonna give Errol his respect. Like, I'm not a hater of Errol. You know what I mean?
He keeping that same energy. You said strap season. You chasing straps.
Yeah. So if you're living up to what you're saying, free smoke strap season, and whether you get a man down or not, it don't matter. The mere fact that you taking the fight, shit.
As long as you
get the belt on the line, I'm with
it. Get the W.
I'm with it because PBC they've been robbing us of great fights, man. I'm sick of waiting. That's why I say, man, Thurman needs to, if Pacquiao is being indecisive and shit, man, like you ain't got
Move
that
the
much
fuck
time to
on.
waste. Yeah, you got to
You
move
got
on, bro.
you got Danny sitting there. You got Bud sitting there. And if you want the fight to mean something, you got Bud sitting there with that other strap. And you know who you can meet that's on the same side as you if y'all could both get the damn job done. Unify. Undisputed.
I'm telling you, man, we need to get this shit on the road, man. This welterweight division has been the most popular division for years, and these niggas is moving the slowest. We got tournaments happening in other weight classes. I mean, shit, it's just
140 about to fuck around and unify before 147.
yes. And it seemed like everybody at 140, they with the shit. They with
they oh yeah.
all them niggas look like they with it. They ain't ducking shit over there.
You don't hear nothing about nothing not being made. These motherfuckers got tournaments popping.
Yeah.
They ready to get to the business at hand. Like, yo, fuck this.
Right.
Strats, Regis, I want all the belts.
I fuck with Regis, bro. Nigga, tough. I fuck with Regis because I'm like, nigga, that's a real people's champ, nigga. You know what I mean? That's the nigga that I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Show up to the nigga fights and support the nigga. So he got that energy. He gonna take on all comers. He gonna lay it all out there.
Exactly. But it seemed like everybody at 140, they ain't ducking each other. These motherfuckers want that action.
Yeah, the only nigga I'm worried about is Jose Ramirez. He don't seem like he really, really with it. He's the only one that didn't jump into that tournament like that.
Hell no, niggas, a bunch of killers in there. Someone had to be reluctant. Shit.
Somebody had to take that strap off him, man.
Somebody had to be reluctant. Like, nah, man, I'm a pause. Don't throw me in this tournament real quick. Let me think about this for a second. Who else is in there? Taylor? Oh shit.
Right. Josh Taylor.
I'm gonna sit this one out.
Yeah, all these niggas.
I'm gonna just have to sit this tournament out. I'll catch the winner.
Let's see. Trav says he holding out on clean box program. He says the longer it takes him to enroll, the less credit I'm giving him. Yeah, Trav ain't playing. He talking about Arrow, delaying this shit. I'm just like, why the fuck they keep delaying this shit? I hope that ain't the case, man. But either way, if you get this fight made, ain't no more delaying if he wins.
Exactly. You got that strap, nigga. You in there.
For
life.
Fado or not, nigga. Boxing Monster said, Trav, I heard Ness and Mike flame your super chat comment. He said, LOL about Loma not being invited. I don't know why they flame that. That's just real shit. He's not invited. So we can talk about and glorify everything Lomo did. That's the only thing I didn't bring up when my nigga LTBA was talking about Lomo. The only thing with that nigga is he's not in that clean boxing program. You know what I mean? So they said I think he only did it for Rigondeaux. Guillermo Rigondeaux fight, and that was it.
They did Rigondeaux dirty.
Yeah, he probably went in there dirty.
He lost that fight. Yeah, but I mean, he lost that fight, and they still stripped him.
Say what? Oh, you talking about because he was still champion at the lower weight class, huh?
Yeah, 122. They took his titles. Like that shit had nothing to do with his weight class.
They took his titles?
Yeah, when he lost to Rigondeaux. I mean, when he lost to Loma.
Even though he lost at a
different weight class, they took his titles from him at 120. What is it, 122?
Damn, that's fucked up. They be doing Cubans wrong, bro.
They just got something against him.
What would it? I don't understand what it was. It did seem like they had some type of vendetta, like agenda out to get this nigga for something.
Yeah, they wouldn't give him they wouldn't give him the good fights. That's the reason he went so hard at fucking Loma.
Yeah. Damn, it's fucked up, man.
That nigga pushed for that shit.
Trav says they don't understand. They think because he did Vital with Mikey, he in the clean box program. Yeah, a lot of niggas don't know. Like that John B song. They don't know. Shout out to Angel Santos. John B looking at. That's my nigga.
I knew that shit was coming.
I can't think about John B without thinking about Angel. Bro. Shout out to Angel too, man. Him and Corey Lee, they down there. They went to the press conference yesterday.
Yeah, I saw a couple of interviews. He
interviewed pictures with the people.
Corey interviewed Karbov and what's the African dude's name, man? He fighting at 130.
I saw Corey holding that damn IBO belt like it was his shit. I'm like, okay, they trying to hold that IBO strap. That's what's up.
Yeah, I think it was the damn it, man. What's that African dude's name? He's calling out Leah Santa Cruz. Shit. Can't remember his name, but he did an interview with him too. That's the dude's strap he was holding.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta watch the interview. I just seen the picture. But shit, I'm gonna close it down, man. once again, to reiterate, Derrick James cannot help Jermell. He can't help him. Jermell, you're on your own. Okay, you got to figure it out. It's time to be a man. Stop crying about judges. Stop crying about, whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much had everything your way. You picked Tony Harrison in the first fight. It was your event. It was Lions only event. Okay, so you gotta own up for this one. You know, Derrick James is he sleep right now. He in a different headspace, and this nigga can't help you, Jermell. You on your own. Okay,
that nigga out to lunch.
That nigga's out to lunch, and he gonna take a nap. Okay, he gonna be scraping plates like my nigga Charles D, and then he gonna go to sleep. You feel me? And authenticity, man. Niggas just gotta keep that.
I don't take naps, nigga. Shit, nigga. I was hungry.
Oh, you don't? Okay, you eat a big meal. You just charge, huh? The whole day.
Yeah, I'm about to work out in a little bit.
Yeah, you be up like a motherfucker. You be all over. You be showing support too, man. Shout out to you, bro. You be in LTBA live streams. You be on leaks, my shits, everybody shits, man. So shout out to you.
I'm a night owl, nigga. All I need is a cat nap. I'm good.
When you start doing videos, bro, we're gonna keep the same energy, man. We're gonna come over and support you, bro. Be trolling your ass.
Man, ain't gotta troll me. You know me. I'm calling everybody. I see them in that motherfucker. Like,
gonna be timing out everybody. Like,
I ain't got time for this bullshit.
You gonna be timing blackout. Like, goddamn, bro. Like a nigga showing support. Can put me
I ain't timing none of y'all niggas, man. It just be these little flip flopping ass motherfuckers that I be seeing. I'm like, man, goddamn, y'all niggas is. Y'all can't think on your own. Like, this shit is crazy. You're grown ass men too, B. I be seeing some shit.
These grown ass men, and man, fuck these emotional ass, invested ass niggas, man. Niggas be acting like they want to do some dumb shit in the streets because y'all niggas are so emotionally infatuated with these men.
I wish a nigga would.
It's the most weeniest niggas I've ever heard of in my life.
That shit is gonna end real bad. You ever see me in real life? Leave me the fuck alone.
I'm telling you, these niggas is the most weeniest niggas I ever heard of, bro. You know what
Trav,
I mean?
you on Nipple Patrol. Shut up, nigga. I see your comment.
Stupid. Trav, we gotta get Trav on here one day, man. Stop ducking the UGC, bro. Get on this damn panel, homie. We're gonna get you on this shit one day, bro. Stop ducking. Don't duck us, son. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, we gotta see what Thurman, we're gonna keep y'all updated on the Thurman Pacquiao shit if something new, pops off from that. Derrick James, if he wakes up out of this damn dream state he's in, and stop being haunted by LTBA and his dreams and shit with this mitts.
That nigga ILTBA, that nigga dreams holding mitts like Derrick 1-2.
I'm saying that nigga like the nigga to get out, the nigga was running super fast. And running up. Get home that nigga and take off. That shit is classic, nigga. And then niggas just gotta keep it 100, man. Like, nigga, it's not illegal to just tell the truth, nigga. Keep it real out here, man. Some of you niggas is fraud, bro. Y'all niggas that be out here lying. That's why on UDC, man, I don't want no fake niggas over here, bro. No fake niggas on this panel. I don't want fake niggas in the chat. And shout out to Ross Cloud, man. They mentioned you on the panel, man. You welcome to come and join, bro. You know, man, I heard you're a solid dude. So, man, I appreciate you always coming through, supporting. You're already part of the Wrench gang, so you can come up here anytime you want, bro. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go live in the morning. So y'all make sure y'all join us, and hopefully we get some new people on the panel, man. Hear y'all perspectives and all of that stuff, man. So I'm a Black Horseman.
Yeah. I might do it live tonight since there's boxing on tonight.
What you gonna do live on, like from your desktop?
Yeah, I got a laptop. Might as well
put it in front of the TV and do it.
No, I don't know how to do the hangouts, but I can talk to y'all niggas in the hangouts and figure that shit out. That shit ain't that hard.
Okay, yeah, we have to try to get you situated on that shit, bro.
Yeah, I might do that. Fuck it, why not?
We need a couple more niggas. I was talking to LTV. We need a couple more niggas, man, that can hold down some slots during the day. Cause I do the mornings, he do the evenings. So we need some people that do it like, you know what I mean, in the middle parts. You know, if we get about 2 or 3 more slots during the day, then it's UGC all day. Feel me?
All right, cool.
Maybe Ross Clock can do it, man. If you do your shit, I mean, we try to bang this UDC shit out, man. So we just got a different movement. So, it ain't no competition with nobody else, but we just doing it way different. Niggas ain't doing it like us.
I ain't doing the dumb shit again, though. That first strike, I learned the lesson off that one.
Yeah, bro. YouTube.
I was commentating and showing the fight, nigga. I ain't give a fuck. I was showing it. Oh, yeah, them niggas shut me down by round 8. They let me get all the way I got from the entrance to round 8, and then it was just, pew. I was like, yo, what the fuck just happened? got that email like, yo, dog, copyright strike. I was like, damn.
Yeah, bro. They'll G-check shit out of you. So even in music, man, you can't even have like.
Oh yeah, they stole on me, nigga. I ain't see that shit coming.
Yep. I be trying to let niggas know, man. Don't show the fights. Even I'm telling you, man, I got a strike too for when I showed up for the Mikey Garcia Lipiness shit. I recorded it on my own phone and uploaded the fight, and they fucking hit me with a copyright strike. They wait till I got like 3,000 views, then they hit me with the strike.
Shit started
Boy, y'all
popping. Like,
niggas
all right,
funny as
shut this
hell,
down.
boy. Say, boy. Y'all funny as hell, man.
Sick pop up out of nowhere. This nigga ITBA the ghost.
But nah, for real though, man, we got to get this UGC shit popping like it's supposed to be popping. It's already popping, but like Black Horseman say, we're trying to fill in some more of them time slots. You understand me? Because you know me, I fill in 2 of them bitches. My goddamn self. But tonight we're gonna get this whole rocking, man. I want everybody to tune in between 5 and 8 o'clock. We're gonna talk a lot of shit. We're gonna talk about some Brazil and Wilder. That phone conference they had yesterday, you know, and just like the real beef behind this, we're gonna get behind like Brazil, his thoughts on how he say he is the better technical fighter than Deontay Wilder. He say how Deontay Wilder never changed. We're gonna get into talk how Deontay Wilder say everybody keeps saying that same thing. We're gonna talk about Jermell Charlo, Derrick James, Tony Harrison, Ali Salam. We're gonna talk about how Tony Harrison trainer Ali Salam ain't getting more credit than he should get. Because in my opinion, he put in an excellent game plan, and Tony Harrison went in there and performed it well. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about Danny Garcia. Where did he go next? You know, people talk about him.
He won all that action.
People talk about him and Crawford, but that's not realistic right now, especially with the way. Especially with what Bob Arum said. I know we can say we can hold PBC accountable, but we got to hold Bob Arum accountable too of what he said on the national broadcast where he say boycott PBC. So if you're another company and you got this guy who say boycott my company, why would I want to do business with that? We're gonna go into that. Man.
Yeah, he trying that reverse racism shit. Like, man, get your old ass out of here, nigga. Go die already.
Shout out to the UGC. We turning up, man. We turning up around here, man.
Yes, sir, man. So yeah, we working, bro. We trying to get that shit in, bro. Like I say, we had a good combo yesterday. So yeah, man, we got to get a few more people, man, to be dedicated to a certain slot throughout the day, man. So it's UGC all day long, all day. So yeah, man, sweet dreams. You know what I'm saying? Derrick James, you already know what it is. Nigga out there.
What you say? That nigga dreaming about me, cuz?
Nah, he said sweet dreams.
Hold up. Boy, you nigga, I damn near spit up coffee. I damn near spit up my coffee because I was still listening at the same time, right? That nigga say, I'm like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, man.
They just be popping up in this nigga dreams out of nowhere.
Oh shit, he over there.
But that's bad though. We're gonna talk about, and it ain't just gonna be him specifically, but tonight I want to really go into that on like how trainers they do the most when their job is to train a fighter, right?
Right.
We're gonna talk about that.
We're gonna talk about it, man. Y'all make sure y'all catch our TBA Boxing Talk live tonight at 5 to 8. You know, somewhere around that time frame, man. Central Time. You know what
I just subscribed to the homie Rise Clock too.
So I didn't even know Hamed had a channel, and put them links up because I'm a subscribe because I want to listen to Hamed. I like that motherfucker, man.
Hey, bro, I will add you. You want me to add you to the Hangout link? The only thing is you might have to mute the notification because it be going down, man. Niggas be a whole lot of posting.
You ain't lying, nigga.
So I want to add you.
Do that, bro. Hell yeah, man. You know I'm fucking with this UGC movement, man. Underground community, underground boxing community.
I'm about to add you right now. It's just, if it get too crazy with the notifications popping up on your phone and shit, just go to the thing and mute the notifications. Then you just check back in and see what.
Because I want them notifications because I want to know when everybody popping up. I just happen to know that you come on in the morning time. So that's how I be able to get to you. I want to know when everybody popping. When my nigga Charles D get on here and start wrecking. Hamed.
I'm gonna get on niggas' nerves. Truth hurt, boy.
I be seeing Jalik. And I want to get this straight. I always thought Errol Spence was the number 1 welterweight. Haven't I always been consistent on that?
Facts. Ain't nobody. Yeah.
So my thing is, even though I may think that is a paper that Sean Porter is a paper champion, I don't. If Earl beat him, they don't still take the fact that I always thought
That's
he was the number
hella
one welterweight.
disrespectful. God damn.
What?
You can't say that.
Porter's a paper champ. Damn.
What? Am I lying?
I like Porter, man. Damn.
I mean, is that a lie though? Like, okay? So hold up. When people call Ken Norton Jr. a paper champ, I got to go, and I'm gonna talk about that tonight too.
Yeah, you got to.
And I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research because I got to see how did he get that belt. He got that belt some type of way, man. It was for some, but I got to see how, because when he got that belt, people was calling him a paper champion.
Shit, I didn't hear that one.
Now he didn't actually win. The only time he was ever champion is when they promoted him to the heavyweight champion. Ken Norton Jr. never actually beat somebody for the heavyweight belt, even though he got robbed against Ali. Or he beat Ali or something. I don't know if that was for. No, he beat Ali, but I don't think that was for a belt though.
Well, we gotta see, man. Like I said, man, definitely look into that. We're gonna be looking forward to it, man. So you niggas ready. I added you. Hopefully you see the notification pop up on your phone. But I added you to the group, so look out.
If you didn't get it, you'll start getting alerts on your phone.
Yeah, for real. So
you'll see how mad and fucking unbiased going at it.
Yeah, them niggas be debating and fucking. So a lot of this shit be.
Okay. So they just be talking amongst the chat on there.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't be talking, nigga. They be talking shit.
Yeah, going in and then it spills over into the live stream and shit.
I just be taking a peek. I be like, oh, these niggas going at it. God damn. And then here come L sneaking some shit in. I'm like, let me turn this notification off.
I must gave that nigga Jalik nightmares yesterday because we ain't heard from that nigga this morning.
Yeah, man. Niggas,
I think Jalik's on his way up this way, or should be up this way close.
Hey, I seen my nigga in Atlanta yesterday.
Who?
Yeah.
Jalik.
Yeah. That's where he live, but he gonna make his way to the fight.
He's making his way up this way.
Oh, he stay in Atlanta?
Yeah.
I thought he stayed in Delaware.
No, he's from Delaware.
Oh, he's from Delaware.
Okay, so where you stay at, Charles D?
I'm in New York.
Oh, New York. Niggas gonna try to tell me I got a no-fly zone in New York. Niggas,
who said that?
Man, some cornball ass niggas, man.
Man,
these
listen.
niggas out here. Look, bro, these were the same niggas who told me that I couldn't come to Brooklyn, nigga. When Earl fought Lamont Peterson, nigga, I was all in Brooklyn. Walking all
don't listen to them niggas, because half them niggas don't even show up to the fights, man. I be at these fights, man.
You know that bullshit, bro.
That shit is don't listen to that shit.
Man, I don't give a fuck. I was walking all around that bitch, and you know what happened? When I felt like I was at home. More niggas was running up to me like, "What's up, TBA? Taking pictures, buying drink."
They don't want you to show up because they don't want you know what I'm saying?
Nah, niggas don't be on that type of time, man. But them niggas that be talking shit, you ain't gonna see them at them fights, man. And if they do, them niggas is, and if they do, they watching you. They ain't doing shit.
Just look shit on the internet.
That's all it is, man. This niggas talking shit.
Love to hate on all TBA. You niggas need to stop that shit. That should be a sickness for you niggas. These niggas be talking about I'm this ugly nigga. They be talking about my teeth look like this, but the nigga, if you see me on every social media I do, nigga, my numbers, they don't lie, and what I'm doing influences. So if I'm all this nigga, why you niggas so mad at me? The fuck?
They can't fuck with your energy, nigga. Them niggas
why they so mad at me? Why you niggas so mad at this big black burly looking motherfucker?
Yeah, man. Like how you say they can't fuck with you on your worst day.
Man, they can't fuck with me on my worst day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, man, say stop.
What y'all need to do is fuck with Corey tonight, man.
For real, fuck with me tonight. I'm on that UGC shit, man. For real, we going in the paint tonight. I'm going in. You heard what Charles D say. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, it's snap season after 12 o'clock.
You don't never know where he gonna be, what he gonna say. But we gonna be there, bro. So when you go live, nigga, we definitely gonna be there. And also they saying it's gonna be some fights on tonight at Showbox.
Yeah.
So we're gonna catch that as well, man. So
no Charles D, what time you coming on?
Oh, me? I probably come on when the fights pop off.
What time the fights pop out?
I think 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, or some shit like that.
That's what's up. That's all right. That's what's up. So I can know to be done. Because I want.
Oh, you be coming back on. I be catching your ass at weird times, and I be alert go up on the phone like, damn, 12 o'clock. This nigga still up. But the time zone different though, right?
Oh shit, I missed a live from this nigga.
Yeah, I think what do you like an hour behind us or some shit, or
an hour behind, yeah.
Oh yeah, so that ain't no big difference.
Yeah, we central. But yeah, man, I'm gonna shut it down, bro. I
All
appreciate
right, bro. Y'all have a good one, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the whole UGC, man. We'll be back with another one tomorrow morning. Make sure y'all don't miss our TBA Boxing Talk tonight. Just make sure you got the bell punched in for the notifications. Salute to you, Charles D, man. Always coming through. You know what I'm saying? Whether you eating, whether you pissing in a cup, whatever, nigga. You always, you know what I'm saying, down with the squad, man. So shout out to everybody else. That's
Thanks
new.
for having me on. I'm gonna holla at y'all though.
Yes, sir. Also, shout out to Hamed, man, coming on. Red Glove Militant. Hopefully, we can start getting him to do some live streams as well. Shout out to Jaleel the leader. He didn't make it on today, but shout out to him. And shout out to Corey Lee and Angel Santos, man, putting in work out there. You know what I'm saying, for the fight. The Jared Hurd, Julian Jerry Rock. You know, everybody that's just putting in this work on this UDC movement, man. So we definitely making moves. Y'all stay tuned for the next content coming tomorrow morning on the Black Horse.